This is WWE Evolve Post Review with the Invisible Couple, EOD Wrestling Hub 33, Terrell and CJ, AK for real, love, Coach FC. HW on P, you ever, 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 HW on P, you ever, 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 HW on P, you.
Yeah.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for that, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Evolve Post Review Podcast, episode 38. I'm joined today by a very special guest, Mr. Evil Dose from the Wrestling Soups and Friendos. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Of course. Check them out on the DRWC show on YouTube every Saturday, talking about things and sometimes Among Us gameplay. It's fun. White chocolate. We're in your spirits. We hope you're okay, and we hope we have a speedy recovery. Honestly. Across the pond, Coach FCHW. How are you, sir?
Hi, I'm good. Thank you for having me again. I've been on and off the last few weeks, but I'm glad to be back here permanently now.
Of course, you're in the theme song. If you heard yourself, so you're good.
I did.
Terrell, take it away.
Alrighty, y'all. What's going on, everybody? My name is Terrell, and this is my lady, the beautiful werewolf.
Hello, it's CJ Wolfie. How y'all doing?
And together we are For Real Love.
For real love.
Aww.
And we are joined by Coach, the man overseas doing the thing. We got Mr. Invisible. Shout out to Miss Invisible, wherever you may be, probably sitting right next to him. And we are joined by, last but not least, a special guest, Mr. Dose, Evil of Wrestling Soup. What's going on?
Yeah, it's good. Thanks for having me, and thanks for elevating me to the big boy table on Wrestling Soup. I'm typically relegated to the side salads sections.
All right.
Appropriately.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Invisible Woman, and it's called Invisible Couple from now on. We're gonna retcon that for the future. Today we're gonna talk about Evolve bit by bit. We're gonna have some clips. We have a special continuing journey of the Studometer with brand new stuff. Shout out to Mr. D Walk on NXT Time with D Walk on Wednesdays at 9:30. Viewer discretion is advised. I don't control him anymore.
Mr. D Walk. Oh yes, Mr. D Walk himself. The dirtiest pimp known in Flint, Michigan. Ladies, fellas, hide your ladies. That man will scoop her up and turn her out.
Oh my
Ladies and
God.
gentlemen, he is not a clone that was frozen in the 70s and thawed out. This actually is him, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're gonna start off with Callie Armstrong. We're gonna start off with Callie Armstrong talking about PJ Vasa, talking about she deserves a rematch. And Mr. Those Evil and White Chocolate brought this up. Callie Armstrong, I think, technically has 4 catchphrases if we count them out. Now, what she said was straight like that. That was a new one. Before she was the difference maker. After that, she was too strong Armstrong. Our personal favorite was Karen Armstrong when she used to get mad and just get angry at everybody. That usually happens with and that's gonna happen soon in about a couple weeks, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about that. So before we continue, what are your thoughts? You know what, Terrell? What are your thoughts on this promo on PJ Vasa before the main event, which is PJ Vasa versus Terrell? I mean, versus Callie.
Okay. Does somebody have a TV on? I hear some audio in the background.
Okay, a little bit on me.
Mm-hmm.
We're good.
Hello.
But yeah,
we're
I
good.
thought the promo between PJ Vasa, aka Baby V, was amazing. She can talk. For real. Her promos be pretty dope. Very believable. And I would like to see more. I think it's entertaining when she talks. Kelly Armstrong is, always dope on the mic. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a pretty good run with these two beefing to see who's going to take over the yard of Evolve.
And we'll get to that in a second. But Dose Evil, what are your thoughts? Like just listening to it now, understanding that Callie Armstrong is a little bit different. She has gone from whiny to being overconfident to being humble to being defeated to now being determined to going after the belt and running it back for Kendall Gray Part 2.
Well, she is from the city of champions, Inglewood, California, in case you didn't know. So, listen, I like Callie Armstrong. Episode 1, she came out and said, that woman has star power. That woman has aura. That woman has physical charisma. She got exponentially better quickly. She deserved that title shot. She deserved to carry the belt. And I'm all about it. And I like that she was willing to do business. Chocolate is much more critical about her and using repeat catchphrases and multiple catchphrases than I am. It's wrestling. They all do that. So, I mean, of course she's going to learn to do that at WWE wrestling school. I mean, that's what's work. We still buy shirts with the Rock and Stone Cold's catchphrases on it. And everyone knows if you say what you're going to do, half the room is going to know what to say. If you go, ooh, someone's going to go, yeah. I mean, unless, if they look like me, they're going to call 911. But other than that, yeah, I like Callie. Callie looks great. She's a pro. I'm concerned about things I shouldn't be concerned about, like what the hell are they going to do with all this talent? I mean, there's not enough room in the wrestling ecosphere for all these folks, to move up and to move on. I mean, there's a burgeoning women's division in Evolve by itself that is, in 6 months is going to be better than TNA's women's division.
Yeah.
Can I add to that?
Yeah, go on, Coach.
I feel like Evolve's women's division is already better than TNA's. I'm not gonna say talent-wise, but at least like people who stand out. Like you can note more people from Evolve than you can on TNA. Like Callie Armstrong, Kendall Gray, Wendy Chu, all of them are above who I see as the top woman on TNA. Like who do they have, excluding Kalani Jordan, because she's technically NXT as well. It's like Laying Lee, Zaya Brookside. I feel like Evolve's already over TNA.
I picked TNA on purpose. So.
Oh, okay.
I get that. We'll talk about one particular character later that I think will tip the scales for the future, but we'll talk about her later. CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on this promo of PJ Vasa before the main event?
Yeah, I like it. I like the presentation they did it with them, like, saying they're gonna do this and that, and how they make it where it'd be more serious because this is like it's the main event for one, and then see who can be the top woman be in the division for the women's division, and then go on at the Kendall as well. So yeah, I like how they really presentation with both of their promos on there. So it's good. It's good to let them look forward to it. The match also.
Now I'm gonna say this now, and it'll make sense for a little later. Callie Armstrong is a Saiyan. I'm gonna say that now, so there's reference for that later when we talk about the match. All right.
Yep.
Starting up. Yeah, you know what I mean by that. Starting up. I fucking hate their names. Harley Riggs and Jax Presley, both who are cowboys, or like we like to call them the Diesel Brothers, or as White Chocolate, or I like the names. Jeff, you went hard. You went hard on Saturday. Like you said like 5 different names for them. For God's sakes. All right. Anyway.
Triple H and Kevin Nash.
Say those names you remember.
Man, that's Triple H twin.
Oh no. Triple H. Oh my God, the clones are
Triple H. Yep.
They come out and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna fight these pipsqueaks." Robert Stone at the same time we're saying, "Oh, these pipsqueaks, whoever these pipsqueaks are, they're gonna get destroyed." And the look on their faces when OTM came out was priceless. I love the acting skills of Harley Riggins. He's like, "Oh crap, I have to go to the bathroom and I can't take off these clothes." That's the face he had right there. I'm like, "Oh, well, you screwed there." And as they're coming out, Peter Rosenberg, "Oh, now what happened to all the pipsqueak stuff?" Like, oh, and then I love Robert Stone did say, maybe they should have had a week to prepare. Maybe that would have been cool. Like, no, you talk that crap, you get a bar fight outside. You don't expect who the hell is gonna be there. You're just gonna have a bar fight, sir. Match starts. And I wanted to say this when I saw this match. They're 4 big guys. This is a meaty man XXL Arby's match. Okay. So why is Harley and Jackson fighting like small? Like they're the ones fighting the small tag team, fighting like the big guys. Harley and Jackson were focusing on the legs. They were doing from the top turnbuckle to like nice little axe handles to the arm. The second time they did the axe handle, it was a miscommunication, and that's when Lucien came out and did his thing. And I want to give shout out to Peter Rosenberg and to Robert Stone. I didn't know any of the damn names for a long time. I called them out the parking lot because they just always would be doing promos in parking lots. But now Lucien is actually getting better.
He didn't see that. He sure did not. And look at Riggins going right after his leg like they're on the football field. That's what you got to do. That's how you make a tackle. You go low.
No, that's not how you.
No, that's unnecessary. That's what these guys do.
Okay, well, I'm just saying from a legal football standpoint, you don't want to.
Peter, these guys don't play by the rules.
Now, yes, Robert Stone doesn't know about football, and if he bets on football, he'll lose. But this is actually the clip. Give me a second. There we go.
They know at some point there's going to be Evolve Tag Team Championship. I mean, this tag division here in Evolve every Wednesday is heating up.
I got to tell you, I'm amazed watching Lucien in person. Watch out!
I mean, he's not throwing around little guys.
No, he's not, but he has a certain... Doesn't Lucien have an interesting poise, like a calm to it? It's like everything's moving in slow motion for him.
It's a calm, collective, and cool, but also it's a little scary.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. Everything is so thoughtful. Every move.
All right. During the match, they focused on Bronco's leg. After a while, they got the comeback. Bronco did a little bit too many G rides to them. At the end, they did their finisher to Harley Riggins and Jackson Presley. I will give this match a B+ for comedy, because when you talk that shit, you get that shit. And that's all I'm going to say about that. We do ratings, by the way, Jeff. So I'll go around clockwise and we'll get to you at the end so you have some perspective. Terrell, thoughts and rating of the match?
I thought the match was pretty good. I will start with my rating. I'll give it a B+. Seeing the look on Jackson, oh my God, what are the names again? Man,
Harley and Jackson.
Harley and Jackson. Seeing the look on Harley and Jackson, aka Triple H and Kevin Nash's son face, was pretty hilarious when OTM came out.
Yes.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious when Out the Mud came out. Lucien, to me, has always been pretty like precise at certain moves that he do. And then Bronco just always been like the kind of like the aggressive force of Out the Mud. So it was pretty cool seeing the match. But other than that, yeah, they came up with the victory. Commentary always hilarious, and yeah, I finish off with a B+.
All right, CJ Wolfie.
Yeah, I'd say it's a B+ as well. It was a solid match between the two. And yeah, seeing them on it again, I kind of hope that we see more in the future for them to put as a tag. And when they able to get these tag belts, they get on the run for that too. But yeah, Jackson, Harley, that's his name, Harley.
Yeah,
Jackson and Harley. Yeah, Harley Reid. Yeah, they got something going on too. But yeah, they got a long way, but they got something going too. They did pretty good too. So yeah, I'll get a batch of B+.
Okay, Coach.
I'm going to give the match a B. I think it was fun. I do think this was a very necessary loss for Necessary Roughness, because previously they just beat all the smaller guys. They haven't gone against anyone like a really big team like OTM. And I think I said this in my video, when it comes to Adrenaline Drip, in a rematch, they can just beat Adrenaline Drip easily. In a rematch with OTM, it's actually going to be a fight. So they actually have to get new dirty tactics, get new dirty heel stuff to try and start winning against them. So I feel like it's going to be interesting to see how they come back, especially with what happened at the end of the show. But yeah, I think the match is a B. It was pretty solid. I just like what it entailed for Necessary Roughness.
Okay. Dose Evil, aka Jeff, your thoughts and rating of the match, if you want to.
I do want to, and I think I get the theme here. I'm going to give it an A because I grade Evolve on a curve because it's single A. So I'm going to give it an A. Preparation H and Riggs from Lethal Weapon. I think the story was simple. They're normally the bullies. They're the bullies of but when the bullies see someone that's bigger than them, then they wrestle like chicken shit heels. And so I thought it was a very simple story. I think the facials were great. I love what Lucian is doing, and somehow he keeps his face cold. This is new. This is something he's been working on. He didn't look like the stone cold killer, but I mean, he looks like he looks. He's a big, scary guy, but the expression on his face, it changed it voluntarily, like a normal person does. But now he's cold. He's like Brother Muzone from The Wire. Like his facial expression doesn't change, and he's unhappy. And Primo is sort of the wild. But so I thought this was great. I love seeing Out of the Mud. Obviously these were their they're getting back warm-up matches before they showed up on NXT again, and I see big things for them. I love tag team wrestling. WWE does not respect tag team wrestling, so I love that they're actually paying attention to some teams, big teams. Nobody gives a shit about DIY. No one cares about the Motor City Machine Guns in WWE. I mean, they're fun, but they're little people. So I love the future here. I can tolerate Hank and Tank. I like High Rise if they continue to exist. So this is fun. I am not sure about Team UX. They got something that when they wrestle smart and fun. They just look like shit. I mean, they need to get matching gear or something. They need to get in the gym. They need to take creatine for a year. They need to get in that Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa plan. I don't know what it is. They just look like shit, but they know how to work. And I guess that's more important. I mean, but how many Brooke Jensen's? All right, so here's my stupid little joke, which is not really a stupid little joke. Maybe it is. But you put these two guys with Lexus King and some other guy with long hair, and if they pretended they're like an 80s glam band like Rat or Poison or Halloween or something, that's the only thing that can work for me, because all these guys just look like they're stuck in the 80s. I was going to say Brooks Jensen, but the guy's such a zero. He can be the bassist. Anyway, A- for me. I liked what I saw. I like most of this whole show, by the way.
How dare you disrespect the man from Alabama, Bama?
I've been to Alabama.
That was a response right there. All right, moving on. At the end of the match, Thatcher came out and clapped and just made fun of him. We'll talk about Thatcher later. Next up, we're gonna combine a little thoughts between two video packages. We have the first video package with PJ Vasa and the second one with Zena Sterling. First one, PJ Vasa talks about that she's the issue, that she's coming in, she's the most dominating force in Evolve. And I love that you brought this up, Jeff. You've only had maybe one match. This will be your second match. You came out of nowhere and jumped Kendall. First off, you jumped Carly Bright. That's not really intimidating. Anyone could jump Carly Bright. Freaking Gintala did that. All right, let's just be real on that. Okay, that's not really menacing. And Kendall was like, "I got you," but either way. And we found out. Thank you for this. For the DRWC show, the symbol that she does with her hands is actually the Samoan symbol, of Samoa. And then she used. And I remember that she used to do the up and down thing. I used to get me. It reminded me of Tate Wilder's. I was like, stop combining those two. But now she does that, so that's pretty cool. Next to the next one, we see Zena Sterling. She talks about that she is technically, which is kind of weird to say this, the youngest member of the roster on WWE right now. Youngest. Thea Hale was the youngest. Now she is the youngest. And she's done 24 hours on an escalator without stopping. She's never had any training. She has the perfect bubbly attitude, like Alexa Bliss in NXT voice. And then she switched to her Ukrainian accent, and oh my god, that was scary. And then it was scary. So let's go counterclockwise. Jeff, what are your thoughts on the PJ Vasa promo and the Zena Sterling promo? That again, cute and bubbly on the outside, but when she talks that Ukrainian accent, she's about to beat the crap out of people.
Yeah, PJ's got it. PJ, whatever it is, PJ has it. So, what's more to say about that? And Evolve, it's short form stories. It's sort of like MLW, NWA. You crash, you come in, you make an impact, and that's story in and of itself. That's enough. Xena. So I don't know about if the co-host or the audience knows, but I review LFG with the legend Lufisto on the Wrestling Soup Network, and so I've seen Xena Sterling and PJ for 2 seasons on those shows. Xena came out like, what a surprise. She was calling herself the Oxymoron, and it all made sense. And it looked like just like the sky was the limit for her. And her coach, Bubba, agreed. And they started going on tour, and she was on his podcast, and she's probably making money hand over foot. And she just didn't get any better, and she started to get worse, and she plateaued. And now I sort of feel like if you were going to go see WWE on ice where there were actors playing wrestlers, Xena would be one of those. So she needs this. She needs work because, like, physically, she's perfect. She's beautiful, but she's big. She's broad. She's got those traps. She's got the accent. So she has it all, but she's almost too much of a satire. And I don't feel like that's WWE. Like when Santino Morello was around, like maybe then, but like right now she feels more like she'd be more like in NWA or WOW or something like that. So I need her to feel more serious. Conversely, she faced Carmen Petrovich, who looked like a freaking superstar here. So this really helped Carmen Petrovich. I don't think it hurt Xena at all, but Xena, I was a big fan, and I sort of soured on her a bit, but I'm hopeful. I didn't know she was that young. I mean, I feel like Thea Hale is younger. I feel like Brad Baylor is like still in college. I mean, not that I really care about these people's ages necessarily, but I don't know. I feel like she was like in some technicality, like when Tony Khan said the Collision beat SmackDown in the demo in 1 quarter and said I think that maybe she was playing one of those games of like she's the youngest signed to NXT, probably directly from LFG or some technicality that she thread a needle there. I'm not sure. Anyway, I've said enough.
Your mic isn't working, I don't think.
Thank you. You can say more than you want, Jeff. Coach, your thoughts on PJ Vasa and the Xena Sterling promo?
I think he said pretty much everything there is to say regarding Xena Sterling. But personally, I really like her. I prefer these big, silly characters in wrestling. That's just my thing. So I really like her, and I don't mind that she hasn't really developed much because, well, this is technically her first appearance on like a wrestling show or like a weekly show. Well, I don't mind. Plus, it's Evolved. She is here to like develop. She's not even on NXT yet. So I don't mind, but I am a really big fan of her. I really liked her on Evolve. She was my winner pick both seasons. Fortunately, I should not be a betting man. But yeah, I really like her. And then yeah, PJ Vasa, she's really cool. I don't get why we had to change her name, but the name is still a cool name. But yeah, I like her. I have more to say in her match later. Not a lot about this promo, so I'll get there then.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. CJ, we'll figure your thoughts on PJ Vasa and Xena Sterling.
PJ Vasa's promo, like when I first heard her talk, she was like, she could be another Jacob Pop 2, a female Jacob Pop 2 with these promos. So I said that was gonna be good. So I'm looking forward with her promos and stuff and her matches and everything. And with Xena Sterling, she seems like she's pretty cool. I like her how she did in the ring in her upcoming match we're gonna talk about. And personalities is different. And yeah, I would like to see she got a little rough side with it besides the Ukraine. When she started her Ukraine accent, I want you to got a rough side to it as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Okay. Terrell, before you answer your thoughts on PJ Vasa and the Xena Sterling promo, a question on top of that. With proper training and with some good matches in the next 4 years, can she be the next Rhea Ripley? She's got the weight, she's got the height, she's got the she doesn't even need an accent. Just talk Ukrainian when you want to talk your shit. Like that scares people.
Yeah.
So your thoughts on that, Terrell?
It could be possible, but she will definitely have to tap into something else that we have not seen her do yet, especially if we're talking about getting on the level as Rhea Ripley, because Rhea Ripley is like if China continued to stay in the WWE and like during the Ruthless Aggression era, she was just over. That's what Rhea Ripley is right now. That's like a what if. But yeah, Sterling will definitely have to show us something different now. Maybe with the whole, Ukraine accent, maybe like going into like maybe tapping into a different type of character or some type of in-ring work where she, switch, maybe like a light switch comes on, or like a fuse be blowed and she just go like wreak havoc. The size to her is definitely amazing. Like she looks intimidating.
Yeah.
And I think she would have to tap into that more. As far as in with PJ Vasa, hey, PJ Vasa is dope. And I know, Coach, you mentioned a name change. They're changing her name.
Yeah, her
Or change
original
the name.
name was Penina Tualepa, and they changed it to PJ Vasa.
Right. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. I know what you mean. Okay.
Like imagine if they try to say that on Raw. Like that's not gonna happen, right?
Yeah. That makes sense. But yeah, PJ Vasa, man, she's a total package right now. She came in with that fire the same way Kelly Armstrong did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
she could be a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, she definitely could be a force to be reckoned with. And the reason why I call PJ Vasa Baby V, it's me and my lady, it's a reference to next Friday, Baby D. It's a character called Baby D. Oh snap!
Oh yeah.
That's what
My bad. I thought it was at 8 o'clock. My bad.
No way, me too.
Right.
But yeah,
Dose Evil. This is the wise man that we have in the building, Mr. EOD Wrestling Hub 33. EOD Wrestling Hub 33. Dose Evil, aka Jeff.
What's going on?
How you doing?
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah,
since you're here, sir.
Yeah, she just come off. But yeah, she just comes off as like Baby V from like Baby D from next Friday. Like literally the same person, just in a professional wrestling ring. Yeah.
If I see her with a little mini Hennessy and some Newports, I'm like, oh, it's Fatu. Another world. All right.
Jake.
Yeah.
Shout out to MLW. They actually had the balls to show that. But EOD, since you're here, we're gonna do a nice little like speed rounds. What are your thoughts on the tag team of Harley and Riggins versus OTM? Your thoughts and rating of the match?
I thought the match was actually pretty good, and I thought it was weird that it was OTM, since I thought this was supposed to be like an ID showcase, and they're not technically ID people. But I thought it was really good, and OTM is starting to grow on me the more I see them a little bit more, because I think before what it was, you will see them for like 2 weeks, and then you won't see them for 4 months or something, and then you see them 2 weeks, so you never really got a chance to really see what they can do. It seemed like they're pulling off more moves in the match, and Riggins and the other guy, the Diesels, I think they're gonna be good on the main roster. I don't know how good, but they got the look, and that whole style that the main roster is kind of like used to be known for the tag division. So I see bright things in their future. But I thought the match was really good. If I had to grade it, I'll grade it like a B. I mean, they weren't gonna shock the world or anything like that with their movesets. But I mean, it wasn't a bad match either. So
okay, and we're catching up right now. Your thoughts on the PJ Vasa promo and the Zeta Sterling promo. I told Terrell this. I'll tell you this too. In 4 years, proper training, good matches, good showcase, can Zeta Sterling become the next Rhea Ripley?
Oh wait, hold on. That's a whole nother. I was thinking her because she kind of reminds me of right now more of Tiffany Stratton, like a better. I don't want to say better in that way, but her act, it comes off, reminds me of Tiffany Stratton. But
She looks like a bigger Tiffany Stratton, like
Yeah.
like Chad Gable. Yeah, it's like Chad Gable as a El Grande Americano, right? Now we have Louis as El Grande Americano. So it's like we have Tiffany Stratton, Zena
Where are you
Sterling.
getting that from?
Like,
Yeah, that's what she reminds me of. Tiffany. Her promo, because I saw the promo that she cut for the Tubi teaser, and I was like, I wasn't expecting, because I haven't seen LFG, so I saw it at a house show, but she didn't speak at the house show.
El Grande
but-
Americano is El Grande Americano.
So
So
we all know we've never seen him without his mask on before, so we're speculating. But Zena Sterling, she has the potential to be, because I think Rhea Ripley still be around at the time when she gets probably to the main roster. Like, but I think she has the potential of being like a fan favorite. Like, definitely, like the way she carries herself, her wrestling moveset is pretty good too, and she's kind of a powerhouse. Like, you wouldn't, like, just by looking at her face, you wouldn't think it. Then you see the complete package, and I'm like, yeah. And she looked like she could probably cut a promo too. I haven't heard a full promo, but the Tubi teaser was pretty good. So
yeah,
I think she could be really good on the main roster if she could get there. That's the other thing. If she could get there,
like good matches, like a last woman standing match, NXT Underground match. Like if you've done the 24 hours on an escalator without stopping, that means you have the Sami Zayn endurance curse. So that means you can just go for 15 minutes. If you talk your shit, you gotta walk your shit, ladies and gentlemen. New catchphrase. Next up, Zena Sterling versus Carmen Petrovic. Carmen Petrovic had her own promo. Oh, you have all these awards, but you can't. I'm not gonna. Whatever. I don't care. Whatever. It's freaking Carmen Petrovic. We've heard the same promo in NXT and everywhere else, so there's nothing anything great about this. This match lasted exactly. I have the number here. 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Yay for Evolve and trying to squeeze in 4 out of things. Zena took control with a test of strength to start the match. Petrovic lost, but was able to slip out and apply a headlock. She went for a double underhook suplex into a submission maneuver, but failed to tap Petrovic. Carmen came back with a series of kicks, followed by the Petrifier for the 3 count. That was it. La-dee-da. I want to give this match a C because Carmen Petrovic is in purgatory. She's you can see her in NXT, but she only works in Evolve. And Zena Sterling was good, but a 4-minute match I didn't like it. For me. Dose Evil, your thoughts on the match and rating?
Ooh, rating. I remember my curve aspect, but I think C plus, which doesn't sound like much of a curve next to your C. I don't think it was much of a showcase match for Zena. I wasn't really impressed by her work. She looked a little clunky. Carmen had a carrier, and I'm not sure that Carmen's up to carrying her. Her finisher, the Petrifier, looked great. I think she looked great. Yeah. She had a 6-pack. I mean, I was very impressed with Carmen. And you're right, she's in purgatory. I mean, on one hand, I don't get it, but on the other hand, of course I get it. They have like 40 women who are ready for the main roster on NXT, and then 12 more in Evolve, and there's only so many people that you can loan to AAA and to TNA at a time. But like maybe she'll find her feet in one of those. I always sort of wanted her and what's Xylee's character's name in TNA?
Laying Lee.
Yeah, I think they'd be an interesting tag team because they're both sort of like sword people. So that I think that it's funny because you were talking about Xena with the Ukrainian accent when Carmen said Petrovic and she went into an accent that was like, and the sword. Like, I know she's sort of like supposed to be the widow from Kill Bill, but she's sort of a face, so it doesn't match. With her accent, she should lean into it, and she should do a Black Widow thing, like from the Avengers. And then when she's a face, she can be the White Widow, whatever, and lean into that accent and stand out a little bit. Because right now, she's just a particularly athletic, blonde bombshell in a place where they have no shortage of blonde. I mean, the only place there's more blonde bombshells is on what was the guy from Playboy? What was his name?
Hugh Hefner.
Hugh
Hefner's like wall. The photos of ex sort of wives. That's the only place where there's more blonde bombshells. So
he answered that very quickly.
Yeah.
Hey,
all you gotta do is
I'm old.
Yeah. All you got. Yeah. Go on.
That's it. I don't. The Rhea Ripley thing for Zena Sterling. I mean, that one, like, to see her being successful and to see her being Rhea Ripley, like I think maybe more Bailey than. But anyway, that's not the question posed at the moment.
No, I know, but like I don't want her to be a Raquel Rodriguez where she's just there and she's useless. Like I don't like I see actual future for Xena. Raquel's just there because like we need a tall Latina. You're there. We have a small Latina with Roxanne, but that ain't gonna work out. Also, before we continue, we're gonna talk about a showcase character that's gonna come out later on a promo. But am I mistaken? But isn't Shiloh Hill dating Roxanne Perez, not the other guy that we're gonna talk about later?
No, Drake Moreau.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I thought it was Shiloh Hill. Okay, my bad. We'll talk about Shiloh Hill later.
No, I want to add about.
Yeah,
sorry.
Go on, Coach. No. Go on, Coach.
I want to add, the thing with Xena Sterling is I feel like she is going to at least have a leg above Raquel Rodriguez because she has some personality, and that does matter a lot. Raquel, as good as she is, she sometimes feels very bland, very stone-faced. So even if Xena Sterling isn't that successful, I feel like she'd at least be on Raquel's level because she can stand out in the personality aspect.
True. And added up bonus. If Natty, if you're listening, I know you're not listening to us, but Natty, if you are listening, take her to the dungeon. A big girl that can do technical stuff on the fly. That's something we have not seen in a very long time in wrestling, and that could be something different for her. Nice little big ass, a giant Daniel Bryan. That could work for me. But EOD, your thoughts and rating?
To me, like I said, I'm not an LFG guy, so to me, I thought it was a showcase for Xena, and because it's Evolve, I'm like, it was good. I like the match. You're right with Petrovich. It's like she's an NXT person that's kind of stuck on Evolve, and I don't know why because she doesn't really have anything to do on Evolve either. So I don't know if it's maybe more of an experience thing, like you were saying, like trying to carry the match type of situation. Even though I don't really know if that worked that well, but to me, and I did like the most thing about the match I did like was the commentary because they were explaining it's like, okay, well, if Carmen was the beater, then it's like, yeah, you should beat her because she's a rookie. But if Xena beats you, then it's like I like the fact that okay, logically that all makes sense. It's like there really was no upside for this match for Carmen to begin with because yeah, you're supposed to win. If you lose, it's like, oh my god, you lost to a rookie. So there's really no upside for in the match. And I like the fact that they at least acknowledge that and everything. I do think the right person still ended up winning in the end, but I was impressed from what I saw from Xena a little bit. Like I said, for me, it was kind of my first time seeing her and Evolve. So I'm looking at it more like it's your first match, even though I know it's not her very first match. So I'm like, yeah, it was decent. I was kind of entertained. She was different looking and everything. I didn't think she was going to be as technical as she was and like for as big as she was. So not to say she's fat or anything. She's just, she's a monster. I don't want to say that. She's not.
So we know what you mean.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's okay.
No, because I almost like what Coach did in your stream and everything. I was like, wait a minute. I said it out loud. I was like, wait a minute. Let me. So. But yeah, I would give the match a B- if I had to do anything with it. But yeah, I thought it was good. I was entertained.
Okay. All right, Coach, before we get to you, we actually have a video clip. Here we go.
She learned from Hall of Famer Bubba. Think of how tough she must be for Bubba to put the stamp on her.
And you know a little bit about how tough Bubba Ray is with all the time you spent in the ring with him.
Yeah, I certainly do. And it's not something that I really want to get into or talk about, but let's just say I still have his handprints somewhere on my body.
As you see.
That was a long pause. That was a long pause there, Peter Rosenberg. But anyway, Coach, your thoughts and rating of the match.
I'm not upset with what happened in the match. I was just very confused initially because everything that happened made it seem like, okay, this is our introduction to Xena Sterling. She's going to be this new women's wrestler, and then she loses to Carmen Petrovich. That I don't think there's anything wrong with losing to Carmen. It was just very confusing because they gave her a promo package. They build her up so much, and then she lost. Now, I feel like she's going to be fine. I feel like it makes kind of sense for her storyline because she's like, everybody assumes she's an idiot, so her losing and now having to prove she's not could kind of be interesting. But then for Carmen Petrovic, yeah, like everybody said, she's kind of in purgatory. I really wanted her to join the RenQCC. I felt like that would have been a fun thing to do. But then I also feel like if you don't have anything to do with Carmen Petrovic, just send her to the main roster and throw her into the fire. I mean, a place like SmackDown needs new women. Just throw in. If she doesn't succeed on the main roster, then you can release her. But there's no reason to, like, if she's not doing anything on NXT, just throw in the deep end, see if anything happens. If nothing happens, you don't lose anything. But yeah, for this match, I'm going to give it a...
Yeah. Go on.
Oh, you can say something?
No, go on. I was going to say, like, if she goes to the main roster and does the sword thing, you know they're going to start selling swords. Like, she'll be a hit in, like, 2 months just because everyone's buying swords.
Yeah, then just do that, because she's not doing anything on Evolve or NXT. She's just there. She can do something on the main roster, even if it's just be a warm body, then that's something for her. But for this match, I feel like it was good. I want to see more of her, so hopefully this victory leads to like bigger stuff on Evolve for her. Otherwise, I don't want to see her be like OTM and just appear, win or lose every now and again and disappear. So I'm hoping this leads to something more to her. And then for Zena Sterling, yeah, I think it was okay. She doesn't lose anything, so a B- match.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. CJ Wolfie, your thoughts and rating of the match?
Yeah, I liked it. It was okay. It was pretty decent. I give it a B minus also. And Xena, she was kind of a little here and there on this match though. But this is my first time seeing her. That's her appearance and in the ring. She was okay. I hope she can show more in later in future. But Carmen, yeah, Carmen might need. She most likely, like what Coach said, she more likely need to move to the main roster or something because she's just staggering around NXT and Evolve, which she should have been on the main roster already. Like, yeah, just trying to see if she can prove herself, go up there. But yeah, they need to do something, find stuff for her instead of being just laying around Evolve or something. Yeah, she needs something more.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Terrell, before you give me your thoughts and rating, this is something that I found out from Fightful Wrestling. I listen to the NXT podcast when I'm doing some work. When you go down to Evolve, you get a pay cut in wrestling. When you appear in NXT, you only get maybe about the 5 to 10% something. That's it. You don't get when you go to a match and when you actually have a match, you get a little bit extra. So that's why I call her in purgatory, because when she's in Evolve, you get a pay cut. But when you're on NXT in the background, you don't really get paid. But Terrell, your thoughts and rating?
Dang.
Man, that's some news right there. But what I will say is that Carmen Petrovic, she has the talent to be on the main roster. Why she's not on the main roster, I have no clue. You know what I'm saying? She's a technical wrestler. Love my technical wrestlers, man. But I think she's not being used to the potential that she could be used to, and I feel like it's some more potential that's there that she's not displaying. I feel like there's more that could be unlocked if she's around the right person, aka Natalia, aka Natty if you're nasty. No, I'm playing. Get her to the dungeon. I say get her to the dungeon. Let her take some time. If she's not getting paid being in the background of NXT or whatever the case is, man, just let her take some time to go to the dungeon, man. I think she would be dangerous if she went to the dungeon because she already have the skill that it takes to be a good wrestler, but she's just not being used correctly. Going up against Zena Sterling for this to be her first match in Evolve, it was pretty cool with how they presented her. But I feel like if they was going to have her lose to Carmen Petrovic, which, she lost to a devastating finisher. I love that finisher. It reminds me of Trouble in Paradise. And I love that finisher as well. I feel like the match should have been longer. Not just 4 minutes. That was or whatever 3 minutes. It was just way too short. Because the way they hyped her up, and then to have that little time to like show her skills, whether she's gonna be offensive, defensive, it just wasn't a lot that Sterling was able to show. But she has the look. We just need to see more from her, and I do like the idea that Doe said about a gimmick switch. I like the idea of having that Black Widow from the Avengers kind of look. I think that would look really nice on her. Yeah, that's just my take on it. But I'll give it a C plus.
Didn't she already trade with Natalia? I think I remember there being a storyline a while ago on NXT where she and Natalia were together. Or am I imagining things?
I think you're imagining things. I don't remember that one.
I'm gonna.
That must have been
look
2022. 2022.
Natalia, what was someone?
Yeah.
I remember it was like an underground match.
Yeah, before Maxine, she won.
Oh, you know
but
what?
I can't remember who it was.
Yeah. Because
Shayna
Carmen,
Baszler.
they was beefing. Yeah, they was beefing with Shayna Baszler. And
That's
Lola
right.
Vice,
Yeah.
And
That's
Lola,
right.
yeah.
No, Natalia and Carmen Petrovic did team up. I'm looking at Google.
That's what it is.
Okay, there we go. Oh,
No, I'm talking about going to the dungeon.
Oh, the real dungeon.
Oh, okay. Go to the dungeon.
I was thinking about that. Yeah.
Take a right down there. Fun fact.
As a storyline, Natty. Yeah, go on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fun fact. Y'all know who was in the dungeon before they came back? Before they made their return?
Maxine Dupree.
No, but that's dope though. Ilya Dragunov. Was in the dungeon, but he was in the dungeon before he came back to televised programming.
Okay. Oh yeah, I saw a picture with Gentala in the dungeon also, like recently.
And then you released Gentala. Like I know she was getting green and evolve, but in time, like I was gonna say this right now, Natty can do a stable on WWE where it's like, look, I just picked up like 3 or 4 people that I think deserve to be in the dungeon, and they actually show footage of them in the dungeon. You get the respect there. Like just saying the word the dungeon gives them like credibility and fear. Like not for Maxine Dupree right now. Maxine Dupree is a special case. It's
but Maxine, she got a lot of respect though. She got a lot of respect though because like you going to train there. That's where you going to train at. Oh shoot,
I get it.
Good luck. Like that's all you can say is good luck.
I'm sorry, but the people who are paying $3,000 for mid-level tickets there do not know about the dungeon and couldn't care less about the dungeon, and they haven't cared about Natalia for 2 seconds over her 17-year career. I don't know why making her a stable captain. It's interesting to people like us, nerds, wrestling people, but that's not who's going. That's so. Natalia isn't interesting. She's been boring her entire career. All we know is her last name and that she farted for a while. I mean, so her best work is doing Bloodsport, NWA, and going around to the other territories, being an ambassador. That's cool as shit. I loved her in Evolve. I like her in NXT. But every time she goes to the main roster, crickets. So no, I know. Natalia ain't the answer.
They did her so dirty with that gimmick though back in the day. That was that was horrible.
Yeah.
No, but I meant like, and I think Terrell mean by Natty, like the character of what she's trying to do now, this new character of just like, I'm being a badass, I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you. Like that's the person that makes me interested in her. Not Natalia. Natalia, I haven't been interested in her ever. And I watched it when she was in Total Divas, Total Bellas, all that shit. I meant Natty that I see in AAA where she pops out and beats the shit out of people. That's who
she's got a weird lesbian relationship with her sister.
Yeah,
I'm not opposed to weird relationships. I'm not opposed to lesbian relationships. But when it's with your own sister, that's a line. That's a line, folks. That's some Targaryen.
Okay, but the Lannisters were successful.
Go on, Coach.
The Lannisters were successful because of it. So I don't see why you're arguing. They ruled the Seven Kingdoms.
They had dragons. All right. Speaking of the Woods, that's a good segue. In the back locker room, Tate Wilder is with Trill London, and since Cardi M and he and Invisible Woman, every time we talk about Tate Wilder, Cardi M somewhere, my partner, my girlfriend, does this. So he's in the back with Trill London. He's saying, look, I'm going on a streak. I think, in this tag team, I think I should have a shot at going against the title. Trill London not really understanding wrestling, like, yeah, if you beat this tag team, I think you have a shot. No, sir. If you win a tag team match, that's a tag team win. That's not a singles win. No one really understands that in Evolve. That's why he wears the cowboy hat. Now, as they're talking, someone in the background creeps up from behind, and we have a button for this, Mr. Jeff, and it's called the Sean Legacy is a child button.
Hey, 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 hey.
That's about right.
Now, we have a comment here before I continue. I love PJ Voss and Zena Sterling. I can see this virally going to the main roster. Natalia Lame. All right, respectfully, I respect that. Now, visibly upset, Mr. Cowboy, not Mr. Cowboy, Mr. Sean, Super Sean Sean Legacy is saying, hey, why didn't you pick me to be the tag team partner? Like, no, I wanted to give Trill London a spot. He's my boy from LFG. And he's like, okay, I'll be in the VIP section. I'll check it out. He leaves. Now, before we continue, I'm gonna go clockwise this time. Terrell, is this the start? And Mr. Dose Evil and White Chocolate, we love you, sir. Hope you're safe and well. Platonically, sir. I have a girlfriend. Terrell, what are your thoughts on Mr. I gotta put that out there for purposes. Terrell, what are your thoughts on Sean Legacy, the slow way to the dark side?
You know what? I think it'll be way too early. That's just me. I think it's way too early to have him start already having jealous type, you know what I'm saying? Like jealous type tendencies already, you know what I'm saying? But it is pretty cool to see at the same time. But it's just weird because it's like, why he acting like, why is he so mad that, Tate Wilder picked another person to be his partner? And Trill London is pretty cool too. I like Trill London. That's my I would like to see more from him, honestly and truthfully. And it's not with the whole Jeff Hardy thing. I mean, it kind of has something to do with it, but I want to see what else he can do besides just, what he has displayed on LFG and different things of that nature. I want to see more in-ring stuff with them on Evolve, potentially on NXT. Potentially he be the one to bring back the hardcore belt. That'll be nice too. And not because he look like Travis Scott. But yeah, other than that, I think man, fuck Sean, bro. That's how I feel. Fuck him. He was hating on Mr. Inoue. Forget Sean. I don't care about Sean. It's still F you, Sean. You talented, but it's still F you, Sean.
Oh my god.
No, it's okay. First off, this button hasn't been pressed in a while.
That is absolute facts.
But no, man, Sean, his wrestling ability as a heel will be crazy. He's gonna be dangerous.
Okay. All right. CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's kind of odd that he got jealous over that though for not him being his tag. I guess because they had so many interactions like episodes before that he assumed that Tay Wilder going to pick him as a tag partner, so they going against Swipe Right. But Tay Wilder got other people you want to put in like Trill London, which had been on Evolve and like forever. He's been on LFG. He appeared like 2 episodes before he left. So give him some TV time, get some time in the ring. So. Yeah, I don't see why he kind of would be jealous over that. Cause you can get over that. Come on. Yeah, like Terrell said, it's too early for him to turn heel because he already got this sense of like how his personality is. It's like another John Cena, up and coming John Cena, very heroic, very positive and stuff like that. And it's too early.
Okay, I'll give you that. By the way, before we get to coach. The two times they popped out was a defeat against Harlem and a defeat against Keanu. Back in the days when we used to press this. Back in the day, we used to press this button.
I want to know what's in this backpack.
Hey,
We miss you, Jordan.
yeah.
We miss you.
Yeah, man.
Hope you're not stealing. Now, Coach, your thoughts?
I would disagree with the fact that you say it's too early for Sean Legacy. I feel like he's kind of lost his identity because I said this in my video. I feel like Tate Wilder is slowly taking that position that was Sean Legacy's as like this main character of Evolve. Feels like they're slowly transitioning
Yeah.
that towards Tate Wilder. And Sean Legacy's really not been irrelevant, but he's been, yeah, I guess you can say ghosting. He hasn't had a solidified story. He's like chasing the world championship, then he's teaming up with someone. He hasn't had a clear goal. So I feel like now, if ever would be a time to not like turn him heel instantly, but maybe like slowly turn him heel, being like where he's like, no, I'm the good guy. I'm the face of Evolve. I should be getting all this opportunity. And then he feels like he's a baby face, but he's actually slowly being healed. But yeah, I did like this. I feel
Yeah.
like the guy that said Trill London is just a black Jeff Hardy. I don't think that matters all that much because not everybody, people who try to be Jeff Hardy don't always succeed. So he's either gonna fail or he's gonna succeed. A lot of people have tried to be Jeff Hardy and it just hasn't worked out. And I feel like Trill London, you can see a bit of it there. I feel like out of everyone recently who has tried to be Jeff Hardy, I can see him succeeding the most. Plus, it's just cool to have another Jeff Hardy. So I don't really have a issue with someone trying to be it and if they succeed.
I do like the I do like what you said too, Coach, because I would like to see a delusional Sean Legacy, like the good guy syndrome thing. It's like I'm the good guy here, but it's like he's so delusional that he can't see that he's doing really bullcrap things. I like it.
Now, before we get to EOD, add-on question. But remember, Sean Legacy has already planted seeds to Tate Wilder and Marcus Mathers. So if Marcus Mathers does the same thing to him again, you know he's gonna snap. So EOD, your thoughts on this promo and the slow descent to madness to evil Sean Legacy?
All right. First, for me, I think the premise is wrong. I think there's like kind of a double turn going on. Not in a double turn as in like Tate Wilder is a heel going to be a face. I think they're both turning heel. Both of them. Tate Wilder is getting a little cocky. And yeah, Trill London's his boy. But why did he really pick him? Oh, he's got the step of approval from some LFG legends, people, aka more important than you, Sean Legacy. And I'm going to use that. Instead of you, you're just Sean Legacy. This person has LG coaches on his belt saying, hey, he's the guy. So I'm thinking, and the move said Tate is getting a little cocky. Sean, as we all keep saying, he's probably like the closest thing to like the John Cena vibe. And the one thing they do, like they did with Braun Breaker before they brought him up, they made sure he could do face work, comedy work, and heel work before they brought him up. Because sometimes you got to change your character a little bit. And I think this might be the way to get that heel Sean Legacy character eventually. But I think they're doing the same thing with Tate Wilder. To me, I think they're both slowly turning heel. So, but I like it and everything. And I think all y'all are right with Sean Legacy. He's gonna be that Kurt Angle type of heel where I'm not the heel, I'm the good guy in all this, even though you're really the heel. I think Sean Legacy, that's the type of heel he'll actually be. But I like the segment. I like the little slow burn. So.
Now I can imagine him like getting a chair and then slamming someone in the back and then turning around to whoever the GM is like, oh, no, he attacked me first. Like I'm just trying to be like I'm defending him. Like no, sir.
Hey, I call it now the Kalani Jordan, Kalani Jordan mindset, because everything Kalani Jordan said in her promo was absolutely right. Oh, Dom, he cheats. Y'all cheer for him. Cody Rhodes, he cheated. Y'all cheer for him. I do it. Now there's a problem. You know, I think Sean Legacy is going to be kind of more like that. So.
Yeah,
I like it though. I like it.
All right, Mr. Evil, your thoughts on this promo? Well, actually, yeah, the backstage.
I agree with the coach 100% on what he said about Trill London and Jeff Hardy. I mean, people have compared LA Knight to everybody on Earth and say, just rip off of that. if it was that easy to copy The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, don't you think everyone would try it? Oh, they have. Mr. Kennedy, a million people. I mean, so it doesn't work all the time. I agree with everything that EOD said about Sean Legacy, including the speed of it, and that you've got to play different characters before you raise up. I think there's a chance that Sean Legacy skips NXT. When Lexus King came down to Evolve and face Sean Legacy, and Sean Legacy had to lose to that clumsy oaf who can't wrestle despite his father. Sean Legacy carried Lexus King. It looked like Lexus King was the rookie, and Sean Legacy was the so. And I think his heel turn is going to come faster than we think. I think it's going to come this Tuesday night, or at least the catalyst is this Tuesday night on Gold Rush 2. I forgot about NXT. But yeah, I think it's right. The only thing I would add to Tate Wilder is, of course, he would make a decision that doesn't make any sense because everything he's done makes no sense. Right to the point of shaving his mustache and now starting to grow that cheesy thing right back again.
Yeah. You did talk about that. You have been expressing that over a countless couple episodes on your show.
Look at he wears like a vest that you wear like when you're on a jet ski, a water skiing. It's like this. That's not a cowboy. That's Aquaman.
Oh my god. Oh.
You know what I think about when I see that vest? I think about D'Lo Brown, like what is it? Like what's in the vest? Like a metal plate? I mean, I know it's a bull riding vest, but like, what's the purpose of wearing it? Like, are you gonna use it one day?
I'm just gonna say,
he looks like he's 25 and still can't.
I like him wearing the vest because nobody else wears it, and the fact that we can make fun of it at least makes him stand out. I feel like it's at least something, even if we make fun of it. It's at least it stands out. I mean, it's better than like nothing.
Yeah, like one day he needs to like incorporate that in the story. Like it's a loaded vest. Like the whole time it's a loaded vest. Like when he turns heel, he just uses it. It just
take that.
He does the coffin drop.
Reigns used to do wearing the vest.
Coffin drop. Yeah,
that's why he kept doing the coffin drop. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about the coffin drop. I call that the cowboy coffin. But after that, we have Lady Reed slapping Evolve Women's Champion. Yep.
Before I move on, I just want to say, I don't think they're gonna, because he said it earlier, I don't think they're gonna have Sean Legacy skip Evolve. I mean, skip NXT and go straight to the main roster because NXT's men's division is in desperate need of people. I feel like anyone from Evolve who goes up will immediately go to NXT just because they're so desperate for more men's talent. I mean, they're keeping Trick Williams and Obafemi back already just because there's nobody else at the moment to carry what they have. So I don't feel like anyone's going to skip NXT if they come up from Evolve.
But that's the thing. They need to invest in people. I said it for the longest. Dang, I can't think of his name at the moment. See, now that's bad. That's bad on me. I was just going to give an example. Crap.
Of who? Who's the person? Describe him.
Oh, yeah, Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs could easily be in the main card right now of NXT. That man is free. Boy, what? Man, Josh Briggs is a beast. They're just not using him right.
Corbin is Josh Briggs.
Man, I was gonna say he could easily be this generation's JBL, John Layfield, if they use him right.
I would see Mike Cunningham in about 5 years, like about 40 more pounds and just being a little slur with his words. He could be the next JBL.
Mike Cunningham is just going to replace Cody Rhodes. Just one day, Cody Rhodes is just not going to be there, and Mike Cunningham is just going to appear, and he's going to be like, "No, I'm Cody Rhodes. I always have been."
Yeah. Body soul technology.
Well.
All right. But let's keep it going here, ladies and gentlemen. We have an Evolve promo with Lady Reed slapping Kendall Gray. That's the reason they have a match. And Vanity Project and Sean Legacy having a match back in NXT a long time ago. So that's the reason they have a Gold Rush NXT too. I haven't seen the spoilers. I don't want to see the spoilers. I hope obviously Lady Reed doesn't win because anyway, we'll talk about that later. speaking of Legacy, Legacy is in the VIP section. Next up, we have Trill London, who has a weird hockey mask, not the freaking Jason hockey mask, but a standard hockey mask you see in hockey wrestling. I mean, in hockey shows. And he comes out like, ah! And then Tate Wilder comes out, and obviously Cardi M, wherever she is in this world, and all the women in the world do this. I have to press the button. Here we go.
It's Matthew McConaughey right there, man.
I know.
Tate Wilder.
Swipe right. Yes, against Swipe Right with Jackson Drake. Really happy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and Mr. Dos Evil, we kind of like focus on Jackson Drake because when he talks in the background, he's very happy. He's very happy when they win. The second somebody loses, you got to listen to what he says because he puts all blame on everybody and everything except himself. Obviously, he did nothing in this match. But before we get to the match, ladies and gentlemen, when you're tanned and jacked and ready to attack, or you're weak and frail and ready to fail, it's time for the Studometer Classic Edition and Journey.
If you're not tanned and jacked and ready to attack, or if you are weak and pale and ready to fail, then this is not the place for you, cause it's time for the Studometer with its go.
Tanned and jacked, ready to attack. It's Gal got the Studometer out and ready for rank. And let me tell you this, dummies, nobody in WWE is safe from the Studometer. So today, lucky contestant, drumroll please. Psych, today is a 2-for-1 special. We have Swipe Right. Oh boy, I actually like these guys, but the Studometer is not about the feelings, it's about the facts. So let's evaluate. Alright, the tan is looking bronze, check. The show shine, pretty ferocious, check. Now the haircuts. Nope. Smokes out here looks like he has a pile of broccoli on his head. And Baylor, my man, that haircut is not surviving past 25. You need a high fade, a lineup, something to fix that thing. Oh my goodness. Alright fellas, let's talk physique. What I'm saying is that you need to hit chest day, best day, 4 days a week, prescribed by Dr. Itzgal himself, because with a name like Swipe Right, there better be 315 on the bar to back it up, dummies, alright? With that being said, I do enjoy watching these guys in the ring. Come on, look at that. I'm getting some serious stud vibes. So final verdict, Swipe Right is getting 7.7 on the Studometer. Let me say this. These two are the highest ID talent rated on the Studometer, besides myself, obviously. There's a lot of potential, boys, but there's a lot of work to do. So let me know who do you want me to rank on the Studometer. Until the next one, dummies!
Can I just say,
Ooh.
I really want to see it's
everybody.
and show off one day.
He will. But since Mr. Dos Evil, your thoughts on Swipe Right Studometer?
The Studometer is a 10. That's for sure. Swipe Right, I think he gave them a heel grade on that one. I think it was a little favoritism there. I would put Swipe Right 5 tops.
Okay.
And I would take I would put A.loren at 3 just for that haircut alone. Just for that Adam Rich 8 is enough haircut.
Yeah. Now we thought he was biased. He also, if obviously if you can come back to the next episode, we bring back Adrenaline Drip. They made fun of Cappuccino Jones's hair and the cartwheel, and they gave him like I think a 6.8 as well. Like that
haircut.
He critiqued the hair. He critiqued the hair, but he's like, dude, his abs are on point. Jack and Cartwheel's abs are on point, but why the hell do you cartwheel? It doesn't make no damn sense. And Cappuccino, you've been drinking that sugary substance all the time, and then your hair looks like the guy from Lilo and Stitch. So I was like, that's messed up. First off, but yeah, that's what I mean by that. Like we thought he was biased, but after all, like again, that was an empty screen that you saw, Mr. Jeff. He actually he gave freaking Shawn Legacy a 4.5 as well. He gave him a crappy one.
4.5.
Well, damn. Okay, I guess that was equal. But oh my God, here we go, Mr. EOD, classic. Remember, what are your thoughts on this?
He didn't have to do my boy Zach Morris, aka Brad Baylor, like that with that haircut. But that wasn't any better. But as always, the studometer was good and everything. And I agree with I agree with you. Like he was a little bit biased on this one and everything. I didn't think they would rank as compared to the people that he has ranked on the show. That's kind of a high score, and I don't know. I mean, it's better than what I would have got on it, but I'm just saying. I think the score should have been like a little bit lower compared to what some of these other guys got. Like Sean Legacy, that was completely biased for Sean Legacy. Like, but at least it wasn't Rosenberg. He didn't give him Rosenberg.
1.5. 1.5. Remember that. Gabe Rosenberg at 1.5. Mr. Coach, I think you were here during the swipe right one. So what are your thoughts on this?
What was Jackson Drake's rating again? Like, did he get higher or lower than?
I think he got higher.
He got higher.
Yeah,
like a 9.2, 9.3.
Okay, good. Because I'm not gonna say. I like this. I feel like the stutter meter is always good. I don't understand why the ones on Evolve isn't as good as the ones he makes himself. And like I said, I really want to see It's Gal and Joe Henry have like a face off with their videos. That would be incredibly funny, I think. Because like Joe Henry also does these weird stuff, like his entrance songs when he mocks the wrestlers. But yeah, I feel like It's Gal, he has a lot of potential. They should just utilize him more. Because like ever since that tag team stuff didn't work out, he's kind of been floating too. And they're not very consistent with doing something with him. But I want to see more of him. I feel like he could be a really solid main event level player if they just utilize him in that way.
Okay. Before we get to CJ, It's Gal's weakness is you calling his stuff AI. Like he likes it when you call it AI and stuff, but Joe Henry could just make a straight up AI video of him just like making fun of him. Like he makes fun of himself with the creatine powder. That's just wrong by It's Gal. But either way, CJ Wolfie, your thoughts on this?
Lord, it was hilarious as always. I liked it. And they had do Ricky like that, Ricky Smoke's head like that with that broccoli. But the rate, he'll probably been biased. But yeah, they would have got a little lower than that. I'll say like 6 or 5 maybe. But yeah, it was good. It was good as always though. It's Gal still to be always been good.
Okay, I'll give you that. Terrell, your thoughts?
Yeah, that was too much of a high rating for Swipe Right. I would definitely say maybe a 5, 5.5 at most would have been fair. But yeah, man, that haircut for Brad was crazy. It gives with the haircuts, it gets me every time. And then Ricky Smokes, that was just crazy.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I mean, obviously, and to bring up classics, Thatcher, he got a 6. I think Tommy Dynamite, he got a 5.5. His partner got a 4.7. Jamar Hampton got a 9.7. Would have got a perfect 10 if it would have had matching tights. It's Gal's words, not mine. So
yeah,
I'll put that out there.
Cappuccino's was still the most egregious haircut, though, when he gave him that Zach Morris.
That was bad. Yes, oh my God. Rosenberg, you deserve a 1.5. Well, before we get to the match, let's see the journey of It's Gal try to find a tag team partner.
Tandy Jacked, ready to attack. It's Gal has been looking for a stud all over Israel, and it seems like they don't have a single stud in the Holy Land. I don't know what to do over here.
Is it deodorant? I need you to tear my bag.
I think I found one.
You know what? Never mind. Yeah! I mean, you know how important a good back tan is, right?
Absolutely.
You can't be tanned everywhere else and have a pale back. So can you tan my back?
Absolutely. We gotta get it bronze.
Exactly. Mint condition, right?
We're gonna take it from average to savage. Check this out.
Hey, watch the hair.
Oh, my fault, dude.
Come on.
My fault. I got you.
Oh, yeah, get that tanner on there. Do it. Don't even leave a spot. Oh.
Now you get me.
I'm gonna need the rest of this tanner for myself. Plus, you know what? This Sheamus stand is really working for
Sheamus
me.
stand?
Yeah, thank you. See you later.
Masterpiece. No, I can't win here. Damn.
Oh,
I
he
have
wrong
not
for
seen that. That was a
that.
blind
He
reaction to
wrong
these,
for
ladies and
that.
gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Sheamus.
Not the Sheamus
And
tan.
he actually
Sheamus
did a stutter meter
tan.
on Sheamus too. Oh. Okay, Mr.
Oh.
Dose Evil. Oh no, let's go counterclockwise. Your thoughts on that?
Seeing Chris Masters again is always a joy. I love seeing his interviews and different things like that.
That was Chris Masters.
Chris Masters.
Yeah.
Yes, that was Chris
Yeah.
Masters.
Yeah, that's Chris
Masterpiece.
Masters.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, Chris Masters. It's so nostalgic seeing Chris Masters, man. But yeah, it was funny, man. He didn't have to do his goal like that though, like hitting him with the oh no. I'm not gonna give you a spray tan. The Sheamus skin looks really nice on you.
He wrong for
Sheamus,
that.
he was like Sheamus skin,
He
what?
wrong for that. He wild
And then
for
like
that.
the way he was like demanding him, like, hurry up. Yeah, spray it on that, yeah.
That
I
sounded
love
very
wrestling.
sexual if you didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah, it was. That's why I didn't want to unmute myself. I'm like, I can't say anything about this. Let's let this ride. But CJ Wolfrey, your thoughts on this? Just I can't recall a promo.
Oh,
It's Chris Masters being Chris Masters.
yeah. As surprised, I'm glad to see him. Like, I ain't seen him in such like a minute now. But yeah, you're wrong for that. Yeah, the man said some Sheamus tan on him. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind it if he can come back to WWE and could be doing something with God being a tag partner. I wouldn't mind seeing it. It'd be something. It'd be funny. They study music gonna be hilarious as all still. But yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun to see. So yeah, I like that.
Right, like that would be
It's good to see him.
exactly like that would be his dream. Like you have, this guy that's already full of himself in a tag team with a Greek bodybuilder.
Yeah,
Dude, he would freaking lose his mind every time.
if you can't get Jamar, you can get Masters. It's something like that. That's a good. I mean, that's a good upgrade. I'll give you that. Coach, your thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the same nostalgia as you guys for Chris Masters. That was before my time. But yeah, I have watched his videos. It was fun to see him. Yeah, it's Gal. What even is his accent? Like, is it American or like he
Israeli.
speaks in such a weird
It's
way?
Yiddish.
It's
Yiddish.
Israeli.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is he from there?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
that's
he actually went back to his motherland, the Holy Land. I couldn't show that clip because it had a lot of music in the background.
And
so I'm
Chris
like, all right,
Masters is also Jewish, which is how they know each other.
there
Oh,
you go.
I didn't know any of that. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, a tag team even more. A tag team between them, I think would be really cool. I doubt they bring him back for Evolve. I feel like he can probably do a lot more, but I think it would be really cool to see a tag team between the two of them.
I respect that. EOD.
Yeah, the segment was funny, and I like the way that Gal could be self-depreciating too. It's like, oh my, not always just put it somebody else down. He can put himself down too, and it was because he thinks he's the alpha, and then he goes up to an alpha, I guess, and he completely has to back down and everything. So I thought the whole dynamic was funny. It's like, no, this is Chris Masters over here. You're compared to Chris Masters, you're nobody. And I like that dynamic. He's like, yeah, I'm the big guy on campus. No, you're not. You're just a transfer student over here. And it was funny. The whole segment was good because I didn't know where this was going when I saw it the first time. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that was a good segment. So I like it. It's always good. Keep the IP.
Jeff, with that, get the IP. We always say this, Jeff.
That'll
mean
felt a
IP.
little
Go on.
personal. I felt a little attacked with the Sheamus Tan comment. But beyond that, no, it's gold. I mean, this is it. It's gold. I mean, he's comedy gold. It's hysterical. His peak. He's got peaks for weeks. His delts are dealt, and his pecs are pecking. His quads are quadding. I mean, he's jack stacked and he's ready to attack. I mean, and he's ready to identify if you are pale and ready to fail. So, what more do you need from life than him? He's like life's ultimate life coach.
Yeah.
Could I add something
Yeah.
onto it too?
Can you?
Of course.
So when EOD, when EOD and Dose Evil, when they say like the total package, I think Isgar has the professional wrestling elements. For real, he has the look, he has the promo skills, he has the in-ring ability, he has the heel skills, he has the babyface skills. I really think he could possibly be main roster ready if they wanted to take him that route.
NXT
comedies,
maybe
like
6 months.
The comedy skills, like he has the comedy elements, all that.
Yeah, like a Mel,
There's
kind of like a
no
Mel
gimmick.
Chelsea Green is what he kind of
Yeah.
reminds me of. Like he can kind of do it all. Not everybody needs to be the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need
Yeah.
a comedy just there, and everybody remembers you and stuff like that. So, just so you know, I gotta go in about like 5 minutes. But
Sorry. Thank you for this. And again, he comes in with his own gimmick. He literally has his own gimmick. He has his own studometer where he can just do whatever he wants and talk about whoever he wants. And he's a good wrestler. He's not a great, oh, wow. Like, he's a good wrestler in time. I think for me, NXT 6 months to a year, and then maybe to the main roster to kind of like SmackDown for a while, feel it out for a little bit, and then you're out of there. I get that.
you don't have to be a great wrestler to be a superstar. So,
oh no, of course not. Of course not. James Ellsworth. We all remember that name. Now next up, that's right. Next up, Swipe Right with the Cowboy and Trill London. Now Trill, I'm going to speed this up. Trill London did a stuff to the outside. First off, Trill London, as people say, he's the Jeff Hardy clone. Jeff Hardy wishes he had Trill London's body. If Jeff Hardy had Trill London's body, he was like, damn, I could do way more stuff if I wasn't on drugs all the damn time. Like, we all know he was.
Yeah.
So the fact that Trill London can do things, jump higher than Jeff Hardy, and sell from Swipe Right, because Swipe Right was doing their thing. They were being systematic. They were being fluid. In the end of it all, Trill London did a tope to the outside. Cowboy Jake Wilder does a coffin drop, where I call it the cowboy coffin, because I'm like, you can just really play on that. And then he did the wild ride for the 1, 2, 3. Jackson Drake immediately says, what is wrong with you? You guys are stupid. Why did you lose? These guys are nobodies. I'm like, Jackson Drake, you didn't do anything. You didn't help. Shut the F up. Okay, sir? But ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the ratings, we have 2 clips. Clip number 1 from the show, from the episode. Oh, come on now. Thank you.
The boys are here. The party's here. The greatest tag team in Evolve. And come on. They've been carrying this tag team division since day one. Swipe Right, Ricky Smokes, Brad Ballard, WWE ID prospects. Brad's the youngest prospect ever signed. Look at these guys. Hold on. Shrill London and Tig Wilder, I don't think they know what they're in for. The only thing those 2 guys got in common is that both of their names start with T. That's about it.
Are you done?
And the high risk thing.
You are so over the top. Now, I admit it.
To add on to that, he said you're so over the top, just like your vest. He retorted by saying, my vest costs a lot of money. I get a lot of likes on Instagram on that. So I want to put that out there. Second clip.
Absolutely not. And look, straight up, the statistics don't lie. Tate Wilder has been on a roll. That was beautiful.
And you were doubting him a few weeks back.
I know, but look,
you were questioning his decision to ask for more matches, and now here he is.
But since then, I have come to, and I have said that Tate Wilder is phenomenal in the ring, and he's been doing great.
And he's going right after Brad Bay.
But this right now is beginner's luck.
Now, Mr. Dose Evil, your thoughts and rating of the match.
I like Trill a lot. I'm a big Trill guy. I didn't want to at the beginning of LFG, but he's inevitable. He moves so smoothly sometimes it looks like his feet aren't actually causing him to move on the ground, almost like the Michael Jackson moonwalker, like sometimes like a vampire. They're in one place and then all of a sudden they're in another. He's just that quick and that smooth, and the sky is the limit for him. And yes, he does a lot to mimic Jeff Hardy. We already had that discussion, but he's also different than Jeff Hardy. I mean, he's I don't know. I think he can be special. Tay Wilder, for everything I said earlier about him, he's actually really good and he's surprisingly athletic. He looks more like a regular wrestler than Trill. Trill is so smooth. He almost looks like it's like almost like art, motion art. Swipe Right's a very good tag team. They do the double team. They do the whatever. I just have a lot of trouble with them. To me, they look like they're high school lacrosse players. I don't really take them seriously. But I'm old and out of touch, and that's okay. So, but I was very happy and very surprised that the faces won. They must really love Trill, because I don't think this has to do with necessarily. I mean, it plays into the Shawn Legacy story, obviously, but I think it's more about they wanted to give Trill a win, and so they figured out how to put the two together, which is fine. That's what you do in wrestling. And Swipe Right, it doesn't matter. There's no tag team championships yet, and Jackson Drake came, and he's already lost Bryce Donovan, and now he's gone, and then they lost Zeta Steele, and she's gone, and so pretty soon he's going to alienate everyone because nothing's ever his fault, and he's got the championship, but for how long?
Mm-hmm. That is true.
Don't put disrespect on his name. He's the best wrestler ever. Don't put disrespect on Jack Drake's name.
So we'll get to you. EOD's final thoughts before you go. Get it, sir.
All right. The match was. I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised that Swipe Right lost that match, but I agree with you. It was probably to give a good win to Trill London. It still plays into the storyline, but I forgot how good he was because I haven't seen him since he was on Evolve, like way back when. And I was like, oh, he looks kind of good. Like, whatever happened to him? Oh, they put him on LFG. I'm like, all right, so the fact he's back. The Jeff Hardy comparison, until today, I never heard that, but I could see it. There's kind of a lot of people out there. I kind of think Evans is probably like the closest thing to like the Jeff Hardy that we got out there now. And I think WWE sees a lot in him. But the match itself, Trill was so fast and so smooth. Like, so comparing that to what Tate was doing, he kind of seemed slow or whatever, like sluggish compared to it. I did like the coffin drop. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, I guess, for him. And what y'all was saying earlier about the jacket, if it was like a loaded jacket, I could see the coffin drop have something in it. But I thought it was a decent match and everything. But Trill was just. He was phenomenal in this match, and compared to all the guys like Swipe White, they're a great tag team. Like individually, I mean, there was just no comparison. So kind of wish Swipe White did win, but I get it. And Jackson Drake, please do not break up y'all little group and everything, because Drake, that's a wild one right there. And I can see why he would blame him. Like, I get it, but maybe you need to put a little sugar in your criticism, because I'm like. Yeah, there's nothing Drake could have done. He wasn't part of the match and everything. So, but they shouldn't have lost to him. Yeah, that is true, Drake. I will give Drake that. Yeah, like, hey, they just threw them together, blah, blah, blah. So, all right. But anyway, thanks for having me, because I got to go. I got to run. Sorry, I have to dip out early today. But have a good rest of your stream, everybody.
I know.
Holla, bro.
It's nice meeting you.
Take care.
Be safe, easy. Coach, your thoughts?
On the match, I feel like it was a pretty good match. I enjoyed it. I feel like it progressed what it did nicely, and as a reintroduction to Trill London, it was really nice. I feel like it makes sense that Swipe Right lost because, well, we're going up against Tate Wilder, who's like recently has had an undefeated streak, and Trill London, who's like, he's just reckless. So plus you're just chicken shit heels. But yeah, the match overall, I'm gonna give it a B. I don't have too much to say about it. I feel like it was just a fun little match. Yeah, I don't have too much commentary on this one.
Okay, fine. CJ Wolfie?
Yeah, it was a pretty fun match, and I'll give it a straight B. And seeing Trill London again in the ring, like seeing how amazing he was, it's still crazy how it's just, it been put off there. But I understand why he been put on L. But hopefully we'll see him in the future as well. And yeah, it felt pretty good, decent match. Right, good. It's just that I don't know, they just slacking on their skills. I don't know, but they're a good tag team. Just not just to the heels being over the top, but yeah, but it was a really good, decent match though. Yeah, I give it a B.
All right, Terrell.
I'll give the match a B as well. It was dope seeing Trill London in the ring again because I was anticipating him coming back to Evolve or possibly going to NXT whenever he did return, finding out that he went to LFG, and he was also a LFG standout, which was pretty dope as well too. And yeah, him and Tate Wilder, they put on a good chemistry for them to just be thrown together. As how the story goes, it was actually pretty cool to see that happen. And going up against Swipe Right, who should have had won, they found the way to beat him. But for Jackson Drake to, go at them the way that he did, it's Jackson Drake fashion. You know what I'm saying? But I'll give the match a B. The Carolina Reaper don't like to be disappointed.
No, he does not. That's why he kind of like Me Too'd Stevie out of there and Me Too'd Zeta's out of there because, wasn't his style. But shout out to the DRWC show. Hope you're doing good. Oh, good to see you, lad. Someone wake up Jeff, man. He's awake. He's doing great commentary. What are you talking about? And good
You want to know what I'm doing there? I actually just got an
Yeah.
email from Mr. St. Laurent from MLW Wrestling. I'm actually responding to it because normally I don't. Normally, this is not part of my normal life. This is not something that happens.
There you go. There you go,
The
Chocolate.
Cleric of Chaos
Now,
hooked us up, and it actually worked.
Now, I want to. This is something that we have two segments right now. After that match, during that match, Sean Legacy was doing like the fake cowboy circle thing, and he was like fake golf clap. And you said it yourself in your show. It was like a golf clap. We'll talk about that later on when we get to the end. Out of nowhere, once again, I don't know why, Ariana Grace comes out of nowhere, starts wafting her way to the VIP section. And ladies and gentlemen, since we're live, and I know Chewy's not gonna see this because he's a little like wild baby about this. We have a new segment called About a Guy.
About a guy called Chewy Martinez who wears the same clothes every 4 episodes, who is a mediocre to okay announcer but needs to get better.
All right. He goes next to Ariana Grace's and then says, "What are you doing here?" And after that, someone said this.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Ariana Grace says that, I've got my presence to. She says this. I have actually an audio clip of this. I don't know why I did this clip, but either way.
This must be a dream come true for you. My biggest regret in life is that I'll never get to meet me. I just couldn't deprive Evolve of the opportunity of a lifetime seeing me.
Someone fooled themselves.
I know. First off, if you want to get to meet yourself, there's a new AI app called Two Way where you can just record yourself and then talk to yourself, and you can do that. So Ariana Grace, don't be lazy.
Oh no,
she was here. That's weird. It is wrong. We'll talk about that on the Conspiracy Quarter coming soon. AI. This could be a nice, good one. It's coming soon.
Oh, yeah.
She's here talking all that crap, and to speed this up, before we get to the main event, we have Kelly Armstrong. I am not even gonna. Kelly Armstrong and Kendall Gray in the background. They're giving themselves they're giving each other the nice little like, you're cool, I'm cool. I'm gonna get the rematch. You'll get the rematch. I gotta fight Chantel Monroe on December 3rd. I'm not really gonna talk about Lainey Reed because I don't really give a crap about that in Evolve timelines. So I got you back. Like, all right, dude, cool. Check it. I'm going to Fat Burger. All right. So that happens. After that, I have to look this up because I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Here we go. Video package. Introducing Drake Monroe, or I like to call him Draco Knox 2.0. He talks about his community. He talks about being different. He talks about, we actually have right here. He raised in the swamps of Louisiana. He said he wanted to be someone his community could be proud of. Swamp man gimmick. Dose Evil. What are your thoughts on Drake Monroe? I just see Draco Knox because Draco Knox is the same thing. I'm doing this for my community. I'm trying to get the lottery ticket to get out of the and he got released. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, on his story and his promo, yeah. I mean, the typically very average, color by numbers, better than Marcus Mathers ones and better than the Aaron Rourke ones, which led to him being in a tag team. As far as Drake Monroe, I mean, I've seen him on 2 seasons of LFG. Draco Knox looked like he wrestles and then goes back to a shift as a line cook at Waffle House with his little, hairnet on, even though he's got no hair, and his white tank top and his, black, waiter pants. So, Draco Knox had nothing. I mean, if anything, he looked like he couldn't decide if he wanted to be Nick Gage or John Moxley that day. Drake Monroe, he's more of a wrestling character. He's like your country boy. He's happy, but when he needs to fight, he'll fight. But he's down for a good time, and he can work the grill and do a barbecue and make a jambalaya. I mean, he's probably Josh Briggs's next tag team partner. I mean, where they break up. But he's okay. I didn't think that this did any favors him. I don't think he stood out here. But he's a guy that's 6'6", 6'6.5". He got markedly better under the Undertaker's mentorship, LFG season 2. And when he got it right, he got it really right. And the rest of the time he was still good. He was okay. Like the Undertaker said, when your highs are really high, but your lows are really low. And both me and LaFista were like, I don't think any of his lows were really all that low. I'd seen much lower on this show. So I think he's good. I think he's a nice addition to LFG. I think he'll be a good addition to NXT. I don't know if he's going to have a 10 or 15 year career. He might be a guy that's got 4 or 5 years and then he's done. But I wouldn't rule it out. And he's a really mature guy. He's very emotionally mature. He's got a good head on his shoulders. And one thing about the NXT class, and they seem to be getting a lot of good kids, a lot of good young adults. Like it is NXT Love Island, but for a place where it's NXT Love Island, there isn't a lot of drama coming out of that, anymore. There used to be all sorts of stuff. Cora Jade. And I'm actually a fan, but it's piped down. So I don't know. I'm rooting for him. I'm not optimistic on a long career in the main roster, but he's not on the main roster right now. So, LFG. Let's see. Let's go.
Okay, I get that. All right, Coach.
When it comes to Drake Monroe, I kind of agree with him. I don't feel like he's gonna have an extremely long career, but what I feel like he has for him is that his ceiling isn't very high, but he has a very high floor. I feel like he's gonna be a relatively good, consistent wrestler for a very long time. I don't see him as a guy that's ever gonna reach main event status, at least not like on the main roster. Maybe on Evolve, I could see that happening. But I do think he's fun. He's a very character. What was the thing he does? Like the Bayou Boogie? What's the name?
Yeah, the Bayou Boogie.
Yeah, there's a lot of silly stuff, a lot of entertaining. I feel like there is.
And the girls like to dance with him, and you can tell it's not like in a sexual tension way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
no, he's right.
I feel like he's gonna be a fun thing. He's like almost like Xena Sterling. There's this kind of disconnect between how big he is and how threatening he looks versus how silly he actually is. So I feel like he's going to be a nice addition to Evolve. So I'm excited to see him, but I don't think this promo did him justice at all. They should have just taken some of his stuff from LFG and made a package out of that, because this didn't really present him. I feel like if you guys actually watched Evolve, you would have been a lot more excited than what this package showed you.
I agree. If they took clips of him, like if Bubba said, "Hey Drake, what do you think? You want to do it again?" He said, "With respect, sir, no, I do not." I mean that was so badass.
Yeah.
That was so good. Just Coach, you're on today. Maybe always on, but you're on.
No, he is.
Thanks.
We got from across the pond. But Mr. CJ Wolfie, your thoughts?
Yeah, he seemed like an interesting guy. From the package, just learn some like more stuff about him. Yeah, he seemed like he could get up there, like up and Evolve and go down to NXT. Like he probably got something in him, but I just don't recognize him because I ain't watched LFG, and this is my first time seeing him as well. But he seemed like an interesting character, so I would like to see what he probably can do in the ring. And like promo wise, it's pretty like it's okay so far. So yeah, he seemed like he would be like in a tag team though with someone like later on, or in Evolve or in his team maybe. But yeah, that I think about him.
Brooks Jensen. Who said that? Anyway, Terrell. Probably yeah.
Yeah, Drake Monroe. He was pretty interesting. There was a type of energy that I had got from him when he was doing his video package, and he's just talking about his background, seeing the numbers on the computers and everything like that. Me and CJ Wolfie, we was joking about it, saying that what if he's NXT Anonymous, which we thought it was pretty funny.
Shiloh.
It was Shiloh.
It was Shiloh.
Yeah, it was Shiloh. Yeah, it was Shiloh. He was the one on NXT.
Supposedly it's Shiloh. They haven't confirmed that yet. Let's not put that out there before they get mad at us. Supposedly Shiloh is like.
Oh snap!
Yeah,
I'm thinking about somebody else.
Shiloh.
Oh my bad. I'm thinking about somebody else. My bad.
Can I throw
Yeah, I wasn't in the room. Yeah, I wasn't in the room for that. Yeah, I wasn't in the room for that promo.
Can I throw something? Can I throw an
my
idea
bad.
out? Obviously you guys didn't watch LFG, a few of you. But on that, there was this task they had to do where they had to get into teams and present a team. And then Bubba Ray's team did the new Dudley Boys, which was like Zena Sterling and Drake Moreau and a few other guys. I kind of would like to see that actually happen on Evolve because I found that very entertaining. And I don't know if they'll do it, but like having a new Dudley family come down to Evolve with a few different wild gimmicks, I think that could be entertaining, a new entertaining faction.
Something. We need a faction like because Vanity Project ain't gonna be there forever. Not for at least a couple more months, like till season 3, and they're like, all right, NXT, and then you got to make a new faction. But oh my god, all right, okay, thank you for that, Coach. That just drove me crazy about that, thinking about that. Vanity Project and NXT, trying to emasculate Ava, and then The Rock comes in to freaking calls them candy asses and slaps them on the asses. All 3 of them. All 3 of them in a row. Bop, bop, bop. Get out of here, candy asses. I'm like, okay, that's you got the rub.
Wasn't Ava's girlfriend also on LFG, I believe? They should just have her be a security guard for Ava.
That's the one that I showed the picture in the group where she had the like looked like a platinum chain WWE on her neck. I'm like, okay, you sold your soul to the company. I respect that. All right, girl. Speaking of all right, girl, Kendall Gray and Carly Bright come out to sit in the VIP section. Ariana Grace looks disgusted with the idea of sharing the couch, looks at Carly Bright, psychically tells her we have a match, and then they tell us that later, Carly Bright versus Ariana Grace, by disgust alone, apparently. That's how you book a match. Thatcher asks Jackson Presley in the back, tells Presley and Riggins, did you like that? He told them to respect the ID talent because they love this and they want to be here. He said that they need to see the upcoming ID showcase match of, and the DRWC show got this technically wrong. Not Adrenaline Drip. It's going to be Cappuccino Jones and Mike Cunningham versus Marcus Mathers and Aaron Rourke for next week. And it's actually pretty smart. Like you put Adrenaline Drip, yeah, you get to run it back again. Yeah, you've seen that shit 1,000 times. But if you put Mike Cunningham in there, it's a different style. You won't see cartwheels. That's a guarantee. So after everything is said, yeah. Go on, Coach.
Why did they do this though? Is there a reason that Adrenaline Drip isn't teaming up?
And Jack Carver's not hurt, by the way. He is not hurt. He has not been hurt for months. I want to put that out there. He has no injury update and nothing like that. So I think because for me, my understanding of it is like, okay, you want to show a tag team, but you don't have a lot of tag teams. Adrenaline Drip has fought Marcus Mathers and Aaron Rourke. You bring it back again, it makes no sense. Obviously, there's no feud in this. It's just like a showcase. But if you put Mike Cunningham, technically it's not Adrenaline Drip. It's the Coffee and the Cowboy.
Okay, because I saw it and I was just wondering why Adrenaline Drip wasn't teaming up, so I was a bit confused when I saw it. But okay, it kind of makes sense.
Okay, but that's for December 3rd. Mr. Dose Evil, your thoughts and predictions of the Cowboy and the Coffee Cowboy versus Philly's Finest, as they call themselves at.
The Coffee Cowboy versus Philly's. I mean, I don't know why they do 4 weeks worth of vignettes for Aaron Rourke as a solo star to have them win a tag team match. I mean, I understand that, or I think I understand that Jamar Hampton getting hurt and then getting released sort of changed everything on the trajectory of tag team plans for Evolve, or what I presume to be. But I don't see Mathers and Rourke winning this. I see them losing, and one of them might also turn heel, like somebody was saying there might be a double turn later on, not involving Sean Legacy. It seems like Mathers may break, but also Aaron Rourke. I don't know if anybody here and anyone in the audience has ever watched the show Vikings. It was on for like 100,000 years, and there's a character named Floki who was like the shipbuilder, and he was sort of like the madman that lived in the village. And he's actually, in the end, he's like the Viking who made it to North America and lived among the natives as the cherished medicine man in the woods. In any event, Floki and his mannerisms remind me of Aaron Rourke, or vice versa. So I see him as sort of a deranged kind of lunatic. So I'm going with the non-Aaron Rourke Marcus Mathers team.
Okay, I'll go. I'll go next. I also don't think Aaron Rourke and Marcus Mathers are gonna win because they have been building them both up as singles wrestlers. It wouldn't make a lot of sense to have them both win a tag team match and just go back into it. But also, I don't see Cappuccino Jones and Mike Cunningham. Mike Cunningham. I don't see them winning either because they're not Adrenaline Drip. Why would you give Cappuccino Jones and another guy a win? Because they're not like. So I don't know. I don't like this match necessarily. Yeah, I don't know. I feel very weird about this match, and I'm not sure who I want to win.
Mr. Coach, do you feel this way?
No, I don't think I feel that way.
You set it up. I put it out there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Damn it, Jeff. Now let's get Mr. Terrell and then CJ Wolfie. Your thoughts on this?
I would definitely have to say it's going to be kind of weird seeing Cartwheel not being there by Cappuccino Jones. But I think the tag team match will be pretty interesting to see how it goes. Without Cartwheel actually being there, seeing Mike Cunningham and Cappuccino Jones will be something new. But they will be going up against Marcus Mathers and Aaron Rourke, which Aaron Rourke, that's my boy. So I will be torn to see who I would like to see win, because it's like, okay, Cappuccino Jones doesn't have his regular partner, but I would like to see how they could pull off a win versus Aaron Rourke and Marcus Mathers. They have chemistry there. They're, a legitimate tag team for Evolve, we can say, because they worked, together for multiple times. So we'll just have to see how it goes.
Okay. TJ?
Yeah, I agree with them as well. It is a kind of weird situation with this tag team with Cappuccino not having Cartwheel with him, and them two, Aaron Rourke and Marcus Mathers, they really had singles vignettes, they finna go on a singles run to do other things, but y'all got them back as a tag team. But I do agree with Jeff, but like if they lose, I can't see Marcus Matthews turning heel because he had like been down. I think the last time they showed him, he was backstage in the locker room and Sean Legacy was talking to him or something like that, trying to hype him up and cheer him up or something like that. It seemed like he was kind of down the dumps then. So I don't know if he take a loss. I think he probably gonna be the one to turn heel if they take loss. But it's kind of I don't know. Can't tell who could win this match, but it seemed like it'll probably be Cappuccino. Yeah, so I don't know.
I also feel like if one of them turns heel, Aaron Rourke's like promo packages have been very inspirational. They've been like,
Yeah.
I was an outcast and I found myself. And Marcus Mathers has also been kind of, I won't say being teased to be a heel, but being more like individual, being told go do your own stuff. So if one of them turns heel, it would be very weird if it's Aaron Rourke, simply because of the nature of his promo packages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your mic is off, I think.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, my thought on this, you brought up a good point, TJ, that if Aaron Rourke and Marcus Mathers lose, they will lose if before the match, Sean Legacy talks to Aaron Rourke, but now as like slightly jaded Sean Legacy. He says some advice to him, like it's kind of off. Marcus Mathers takes it the wrong way. They lose the match. He turns on Aaron Rourke. He turns heel. Aaron Rourke is their super baby face. Makes sense.
Like sort of like, can I help with your mascara?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good one. It's like again, Mathers is small like a phoenix, but if you can play the heel up, like you just angry and you got that mystery kick going on, you can work it out. And Aaron Rourke and all these 4 vignettes, if you do nothing with him, it's a waste. But if you do like this is like, okay, did the 4 vignettes and then he gets destroyed by Mathers after the match, send him up as a super baby face. Fine. But at that point, you better make a secondary title for Evolve in like season 3. Because like if you're setting up all these people, Jackson Drake ain't gonna have the belt forever. That's just time. That's not a prediction. That's just time. So I'm gonna put that out there right now. All right.
Respectfully, I feel like if they introduce a secondary championship, it should be for the women's division first, because the men's division is good, but I feel like the women's division is a lot better than the men's division, even on Evolve. So I would rather have a secondary women's title introduced before a secondary men's title, because the men's division is good. It's just there's so many better women than there are men at the moment.
And me and Invisible Woman talked about this. Like, and they said this. There's gonna be a tag team belts for Evolve for the men. Now, if you make it for the women, that guarantees it to be a feeder system for the main roster. Like, okay, we're gonna train you to be a tag team, so you can go to NXT, so then you can go up to the main roster and then do that. If that's the way they're gonna do it, that kind of works, because that means there's more than 4 tag teams between 2 main shows. God. I'm getting angry. I don't like to get angry at my own show. I don't. Ladies and gentlemen, main event. PJ Vasa versus Callie Armstrong. 2 strong Armstrong. Straight like that Armstrong. The difference maker Armstrong. Karen Armstrong when she's nasty. Now, I did bring up the fact that I called her a Saiyan. Why? She fought Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray was just too fast for her. That's the reason that she lost. Simply put, she's just a faster counter wrestler than Callie Armstrong. So when you fight a big woman against a big woman, meat on meat match, as Coach said in his video that will be forever on YouTube. Great quote, by the way. Callie switched it up. And like, okay, I fought with Kendall, who is fast. I gotta be like Kendall here. She did moves like Kendall. She did nice little turnarounds into roll-ups like Kendall. She did a freaking Rana with her feet. I've never seen Callie do that. Ever. So like, it's really cool little things here. This match only lasted 6 minutes. Why? Because after Callie was doing her thing, PJ Vasa went into the corner. She went under the ropes. The middle ropes. The ref tried to stop it. Callie was trying to claw her. PJ Vasa clawed her eye. Did the issue, and seeing it again, Jeff. She did modify it from the first time she fought. It looks like a pile driver. But then she just kind of did like a little twerk of a spin, and then that's it. That's fine. I prefer Keanu Carver's finisher more than PJ Vasa's. They look exactly the same, except Keanu Carver's looks a lot more vicious because he's so big and he's like picks you up like a sandbag and throws your ass around. This I'm gonna say this rating. I give this match a kind of like a C. PJ Vasa still green. Like Callie was a general in this match. She is leaps and bounds ready for NXT. She should not be in Evolve. But if you're gonna do this, run it back to Kendall, which you've already said it, then it should I think you said it in your channel, sir. It should be a triple threat. Kendall, Callie, PJ Vasa for the belt. Kendall retains because we're not doing this whole like Callie had it for freaking 6 months. Kendall has it for a month, and then PJ Vasa, because of a Samoan dynasty, has it for 3 years. We're not doing that shit. No. Okay? No. That's what I gotta say about that. Dose Evil, your thoughts and rating of the match.
I gave it an A. I think it was exactly what it's supposed to be. Protected Callie, but gave your new Haas the big win to keep her new Haas status. But, like I said, protected Callie. And if we're going to count what happened after the match also, with Chantel Monroe running out from stage right and cold cocking Kendall, perfect. Just that was the reflection of perfection. Love Chantel Monroe.
Yeah. I do like that. It would have been better. It includes the post-match. Post-match, Callie is walked off to the back like she was a nobody, like a jobber. Kendall was talking crap. Carly, which, by the way, during the match, Kendall was focusing on the moves, and Carly Bright was like, oh, watch out, Callie. Like, very concerned. I actually like that. Like, very, very concerned for and then the belt was in the middle with his own little pillow. After the match, like I said, Kendall did talk that jack, and then Chantel did the drive-by, and then they walked away. I would have liked it if she would have ran around the ring and did her special. Just came out of nowhere, did her special, and then run away. Kind of like showing that I can do this shit anywhere and get you. But the elbow is still good too. That's fine. Coach, your thoughts and rating.
I have a question because there's something I thought about the other day for all of you. Who would you rather have between Callie Armstrong and Jordan Grace? Because I know Jordan Grace is really good, but personally, I prefer Callie Armstrong a lot more. She just has more aura. She looks more intimidating. And that's nothing against Jordan Grace. She's great, but just Callie Armstrong, to me, she has it a lot more than Jordan Grace. I don't know what you guys...
I've already established that I think what you
think.
Go on, Jeff. I'm sorry. That's DJ.
I was just saying, I think what he thinks. I mean, it's clear. I mean, everything he says, I say it just without the cool accent. Only 100%. I mean, Jordan's really good, but I mean, I don't see her as being a star. I see her as being a good worker. I mean, she's got a very impressive physique, but she's 5'1". Callie looks like a star. I mean, Callie's also gorgeous. I mean, she's a 5-tool player. I mean, she's everything, and she doesn't have like 10 years of indie wrestling wear and tear on her.
Nope, and she's a runner.
And
she's a runner. I was gonna say this.
Yeah, she's a straight run.
Madonna.
Yep. She is. I was gonna say one of her things that she can do if she's ever in the main roster, she's pissed at somebody. You see someone in the camera in the distance, and she's just running, and then she does the Cali connection just to say anybody's back. Like that's the way you got to go with her.
Like Lancelot and Monty Python on the Holy Grail, where he's running to the castle and he never makes any progress. Then all of a sudden he's right there and stabs everyone.
Exactly. Like that's why I look at as the woman Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker got speed, but Callie Armstrong is a certified runner, and she's getting really good at it. And when she bounces off those ropes, I just see like a glint of Braun Breaker in there, and that could be the future for her. Like, you're not as big as PJ Vasa, you're not as tall as Zena Sterling, but damn it, you can run, and that's something that can just take away in reality of physics that can take down anybody. But
they have a lot of track stars there. Layla Diggs, Mason Holiday, Aria Bennett when she gets back. They're all track stars, and they're like national champions and stuff. I mean, their legs are ridiculous.
Yep, that's the scary part.
CJ also
you need to do that more. Yes,
yeah, sorry.
Oh
Hey, I
yeah,
think
yeah. With that question, yeah, Jordan Grace, yeah, that's my girl. Though. I've been with her down with her since like Impact days, and I kind of see, yeah, Kylie Armstrong, she do got the it factor more than Jordan. Now Jordan, yeah, Jordan is a very, very good wrestler, but just if for some reason like she just couldn't get that it out of like it, like she can't get that it when she be out there into the it for some reason. Like and I know she could, but she can't. But Kylie, she got you like that. So she really could go ahead, just, yeah, like I said, she need to go to the NXT and then just get on her way to the main roster. But yeah, I agree with you. Even though that's my girl, but Kylie Armstrong, she got that. She got it.
Yeah, because like again, I say this and I think everybody agrees. Jordan Grace is really great. It's just since she's got to NXT, I don't think she's been able to really stand out in the crowd. I feel like even in her feud
Yeah.
with Blake Monroe was the one that looked a lot better in the feud. And
Yeah.
I struggle to
Mm.
buy into Jordan Grace as a WWE superstar at the moment.
Yeah, because with
Yeah.
me,
I can see
I
her.
understand where you're coming from. Because with me, I feel like it's kind of like the reverse effect this time. Because I know we had talked about this earlier on the podcast as well. So with Kelly Armstrong right now is what Jordan Grace could have potentially been if she would have stayed in TNA. Why did she come to NXT and just there's a different change in her rhythm? We have no idea. Because we do know that there's a significant difference with her wrestling style on NXT than it is on TNA. It seems like now she's holding back. I don't know if she's afraid to like just full blown be calculated with her moves. It just seemed like she don't know her own limits. You know what I'm saying? With Kelly Armstrong, she knows exactly what she wants to do when she's finna get ready and execute it. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like the same thing that we said before with Jade Cargill. Everything that WWE was looking for in Jade Cargill, they already had that with Lash Legend. So this time the roles are flipped. Whatever they was looking for in Jordan Grace, Kelly Armstrong came in with that versus whatever they was looking for in Jade Cargill, they already had that with Lash Legend. Yeah. So nothing against Jordan Grace, but it just seems like she's holding back for some odd reason. And for Blake Monroe to come in and just eclipse her is wild. Love
Right.
Blake Monroe. Love her.
Yeah.
Love her.
But
Oh
But
yeah.
I knew when she left AEW, I knew she's finna come in and set NXT on fire. I already called it.
yeah. And to say this, that on Jordan Grace has one style. We've already seen two styles from Callie, power and then speed. That's two different styles that we haven't seen more than Jordan. So I would put Callie. And we have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, Evolve is the cloning system for NXT. Why do I say this? Jada Parker's gone, you put Callie Armstrong. Javon Evans is gone, you put Trill London. Freaking Oba's gone, you put Keanu Carver. Josh Bridges is gone. Harlem Lewis, you try to act like you ain't going back to Evolve. You're going back to Evolve. Like it or not, boy, you're going back to Evolve. Okay? So that's what I mean. Like, we had a Dijakovic at NXT. Well, we have a Harlem that's like psychotic. All right, fine. That's cool. We had a Sandow. Well, we have an It's Gall. Like it's always something else, ladies and gentlemen. So, but I want to say this part of the segments I don't like because we have to think about this. Backstage, Harley and Jax are just doing their thing. They're like, oh, this is bullcrap. Oh, Thatcher got one up on us. Make the call, bro. And then he gets out a flip phone. I didn't know what phone he had. I'm just gonna imagine it's a flip phone from from his old days. He calls somebody. Terrell, who did he call?
Come on, you know the answer.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you. Hey, look, I'm not even finna take this serious, man. Honestly and truthfully, I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing I told my lady. I'm gonna tell y'all the same thing I told her. They finna get that Scott Hall, and they finna get that Shawn Michaels lookalike, man. They finna have the click, the Evolve click. All they missing
bring
is
them
2.
together.
All right.
Come get them together.
Yeah. Oh, we can't forget Xbox. We can't forget Xbox. You know, we got to get an Xbox lookalike as well.
We need to get a China too. Just get everyone. Just get everyone that's ever been aligned with Triple H.
No, China wasn't in the click. China wasn't in the click. That was before China.
Still.
Just dye Xena's dirty hair black. You got a China. Done.
Yep.
CJ Wolfie, who did she call? Who did they call? The Diesel bitches. Sorry.
I'm not gonna be serious with you, but I'll say they daddies, but but I don't know. I don't have a clue. I don't know. You would think somebody from NXT that's not probably been used, or maybe somebody from the main roster, or somebody that can be coming up and coming, maybe. Well, not up and coming, but maybe a legend or something. I don't know.
So you're saying if you're asked to call somebody, he's going to call daddy ass? Are the Guns free agents yet, or are they still in prison?
Still in prison.
Man, what? He's still in prison.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm just
gonna throw out there. I think it's Harlem Lewis that they're calling.
Could be.
Man, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's like that'd be funny. Like, oh, I'm busy right now with Thea Hale doing Thea Hale Fridays on Instagram. I'm like, yeah, that's your life. Getting dressed up as Darth Maul and then going out. It's really sad for Harlem Lewis because on his own Instagram he's all menacing and he looks scary as hell. But on Thea Hale's Instagram, he a bitch. Like, oh, I love my girlfriend, I love my dog, I'm going out to Florida, to Disneyland. I'm like, oh my God, you are just really not showing yourself out on Instagram, sir. But I get it. It's the same thing with Ariana Rizzo's boyfriend, Cutler.
Yeah.
On his Instagram, he's funny. He's all over the place, right? But on hers, literally did a video where he was just holding her purse. I'm like, wow.
Yep.
That's your life. Damn.
Respectfully for some of these NXT women's, I'd be their bitch too.
I get that. Rizzo seems very abusive. He keeps like hitting the camera, like I'll punch you. I'm like, damn, I feel bad for Cutler. Like you better clean that kitchen. But either way, Coach, who did they call?
I said Harlem Lewis. I do think it makes sense. He's like a big brawler, and he makes sense. He'd be perfect fit for necessary roughness.
If he says that I didn't want to come back, that's me telling you guys. I'm sorry, Harlem. I called it. Dose. Who did they call?
Well, I mean, Harlem makes sense in that he was also a football player and all of that stuff. But I do think when they send you to Noah and you come back, you do come to NXT. I also don't see any DX cognate for him exactly. So I'm not really sure who he'd be. We've got one Triple H, we've got one Diesel. Maybe they all want to be Diesels. I don't know. I wanted to make a Brodus Clay joke, but then Brodus told them to call their mamas. I'm going to go with Lexus King and Brooks Jensen because they're both total zeros, and they're going to go with 80s glam band kind of thing where they think they're really cool and nobody else thinks they're really cool. They're like Halloween or Faster Pussycat or something where like they're like the opening act on like a 8-band shitty heavy metal thing that's still touring now. Going to clubs that have 400 people seating. So yeah, I'm going to go with they called Lexus King and Brooks Jensen, and they're going to be the 4 jabronis.
Wait, so are you predicting a 4-man band?
With a 4-man band. That's right. 4-man band.
Oh my God.
Managed by Nico Crucifino or Luca Crucifino, whatever that poor guy who got killed off and then lived and then disappeared again.
That's it. That was the worst storyline ever. we talked about this last week that I think, like I said this, and it might come true. Wherever Ariana goes, Stacks goes. So Stacks is coming to Evolve. Crucifino, you ain't going back to NXT, so you're coming back to Evolve. Rizzo, you have about 2 to 3 more months for your knee, and then you're going to Evolve too. So it's just bringing it all in, ladies and gentlemen. And Ariana Bennett, she has about a month to 2 months left of her recovery.
She's about halfway through. She said so on
she's halfway through. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I was a little off. My apologies. Thank you. Give her well wishes. Ladies and gentlemen, we've already passed the 2 hours, so that's fine with me. It's time for the type of the show that we tell you what our top 5 Evolve matches are. And special guest, White Chocolate. Yes.
Would it be cool if I go first? Because my laptop is almost about to die, and I don't want to keep you guys up. So
I got you.
Okay,
go for it.
Let me get your list. Yeah, so I don't mean to interrupt you guys and just take over your show.
Of course. You're not taking over. Go for it, dude. Like I said, I got you, man.
Okay, so I said this on the group too, that one of my matches is Kelly Armstrong versus Carly Bright, simply because I enjoyed that match a lot. I don't think it was the greatest, but for me, out of all these matches, it's what I enjoy the most, and I feel like that's one of the matches. The other match is Wendy Chu versus Kendall Gray in the I Quit match. And also Kendall Gray versus Kelly Armstrong for the Women's Championship. That was a really good match. And then similarly, it was both of the initial World Championship matches where we crowned the first champions. I also really enjoyed those matches.
The Eliminators. Okay, so men's and women's.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, same as me. Basically the same. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank you guys for having me. I'm sorry I have to leave early, but I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show.
Au revoir.
Of course, man. Thanks about.
All right. Holla, Robo.
All right.
DRWC, if you can type it, put down your top 5 here too. So you put it out there. All right, I'll actually say my top 5. So then we'll go to those. And we can say the same matches. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be different matches. Number 1 for me is Kylie Ray versus Wendy Chu, last woman standing match. Number 2 was the No Faye versus Jamar Hampton match, only because of the lead up. And we remember this, Terrell went hot, just went crazy on Instagram, having fun with that. And the back and forth between Jamar Hampton recorded a picture of No Faye sleeping. No Faye made fun of Jamar. So all that stuff. And then number 3 would be Kendall Gray versus Wendy Chu. That was actually a good match. I Quit match. That's number 3. Number 4 would be the first match of Adrenaline Drip between the Diesel brothers. And the 5th match would actually be the first ever main event of Evolve, the 6-man tag match, of Swipe Right and Jackson Drake versus Sean Legacy, and I think it was Cartwheel and Cappuccino Jones. That was the first time I ever saw them, and that hooked me in to Evolve. So that's mine. Dose, awesome. You're 5.
Kendall versus Callie, where Kendall won the belt. Kendall versus Wendy Chu, the accidental win, where she was losing consciousness, but sort of went perpendicular and got the 3 count. Maybe not even knowing it.
That was a good one.
The second time Zeta Steel and Nikita Lyons tagged together, because the first time I thought it was a fluke that somehow that they were good, and they were good the second time too. Also, like you said, the Team UX versus Adrenaline Drip the first time, where they did all the heel 2 tough guys, threw them around, and basically it was a glorified squash. Love that match. And when Itzgal and Jamar Hampton tag teamed, and they were both doing push-ups and flexing on 2 counts. I mean, just all counts. It was just that, and I don't even know who they were. I don't care who they were, but they were against, because it was just glorious. It was a 10 on the Stotometer.
Oh, it was Marcus versus Aaron Rourke.
Perfect. They're the two guys I don't care at all about. White Kingo and Floki.
I remember that match specifically because Itzgal slapped Aaron Rourke on the head, And then he told the ref, I was just trying to tag my partner. He wasn't even the same thing. I'm like, you're a liar. So I actually like that grab. I remember that match. That was the start of something great that never happened. All right, Terrell, your top 5.
All right, so my top 5 matches for Evolve. One of them would definitely have to be Idris Inofe going against Dante Chen, because that was an amazing time. That was a very fun time. And the fact of how they were playing off of my content on IG was crazy. You know, we had the referees involved and everything. They was arguing with me. That was pretty fun personally.
That was.
Yeah, that was a very fun time. Also having Terrell still going up against Carmen Petrovich. That was actually a pretty good match to me.
Oh, that was a bag of cement match where she just threw Carmen Petrovich like a bag of cement. I remember that match.
Yeah,
I thought that was her future endeavors match.
Yeah.
Of
course, the match with Bryce Donovan going up against Jackson Drake for the title. That was a good one. I would definitely have to say Wendy Chu and Kylie Ray, the I Quit match. That was amazing. And then I would definitely have to say my top favorite as of right now has to be Kelly Armstrong defending against Kendall Gray at Secession. That match was beautiful.
Honorable mention to Natty versus Callie Armstrong in her first title defense. You know, I was throwing shade at Natty earlier, but in that role, he excels.
Yeah, that match was pretty decent too.
That was decent. I want to give a shout out to the O'Reilly match where the crowd did the O'Reilly, and I loved it. And then he got future and endeavored after that. I'm like, damn it! That would have been awesome for your game.
Yeah.
Riley Osborne versus Mensa Aura Mensa. I remember that one. We have a white chocolate top 5. I want to put it out there. Nikita Lyons versus Wendy Chu. Cakes on cakes. Kendo and Carly versus Callie and Danny Palmer. That was the start of a rival that she got future endeavored, and she retired as a wrestler. Shout out to Danny Palmer. First time Swipe Right versus Super Sean and Adrenaline Drip. That's the first main event of the show, of the first Evolve, and the 2 initial title matches, the Eliminator Men and Eliminator Women. Thank you. There's a lot of honorable mentions. Like the one match where Kylie was having, and then Swipe Right was in the VIP section, and then Zeta Steel was there, and then Kylie won. Carly Bright was wrestling. Carly Bright won, and then Swipe Right and Jackson Drake like, oh, she's kind of cute. And Zeta Steel's like, no, swipe left on her. No, I'm like, oh damn, wow, it's so territorial, man. That was a good honorable mention. And any match that Draco Knox was in, that he lost his little head thingy. That's it. He lost it. And he's like, oh, I can't put it back on. Oh well. But ladies and gentlemen, that was Evolve. We went back 2 hours, the first time in a long time. There's no clips for the future, but it's okay. Mr. Dose Evil, can you give us your socials and future endeavors? Oh my God, future projects. Future projects. Future projects.
Yeah, maybe next time I come, we'll do future endeavors, or maybe I'll be future endeavor. All right. So Dose_Evil on the X. And you can find, whatever I forget here, I promote. I have a bunch of podcasts called The Garden of Thought. They're a little bit like Joe Rogan, without the celebrity and success, of course. But like in variety. So like 1 week I'll have an archaeologist. The next week I'll have like a mythologist. The next week I might, talk to some friends about, Battlestar Galactica or something. I've got some science shows and some legal shows and business shows and realpolitik, and I've really overachieved in my category of guest authors and things like that. And also, I have a show that started as Book of Black. Guess my co-host was PJ Black. Some of you probably remember him as Justin Gabriel in WWE. And then when he decided to go out of the public eye a little bit, though. I'll drag him back eventually. Mr. Thomas from Major League Wrestling stepped in, so it's now called the Gospel of Thomas. So while these have religious sounds to them, it's not religious shows. We talk to people in wrestling, mostly about non-wrestling stuff. We've had the reigning world champion, Mads Atrocity Kruger. We've had, of course, Alex Kane on. We've had Vicious Vicky Venuto, Big Trouble Ben Bishop. I've had in the past EC3, Aaron Stevens. Aaron Stevens has been on my Garden of Thoughts show twice.
Nice.
So Tyrus Brodus Clay, he was on back with PJ, told some good PJ stories. So some pretty cool stuff. Shaz McKenzie was on. So fun stuff, and we got Faye Jackson coming up soon. So we're gonna get Thomas, who's always the cool guy. He's gonna be roasted a little bit because he's afraid of her, and she's got funny Thomas stories. So of course, I'll pay for it when I see him in. I'm going to MLW Battle Riot in Orlando, and I'll probably see him there. And he's 6'5", and I'm not, so I'm sure I'll get it then. But anyway. So, like I say, on StreamYard and everywhere, but Mr. Thomas is my best friend, but I'm not his best friend. On the Wrestling Soup, I do the LFG review show with Lufisto, so we're waiting for season 3 to start. We also do the AAA WWE review, so we did one last night, like at midnight to like 1:30, and that's up on the Wrestling Soup feed. And on the Wrestling Soup and Friendos, where you found us, we do the Evolve show, Dose of Chocolate. So I'm happy to have now been on half of the Evolve review shows that exist. So this is very exciting for me. Periodically, I do a show on Wrestling Soup called Body Slam Briefs, where I talk about the intersection of law and wrestling, which happens more than you might think. And I do on Marie Shadows on the Squared Circle podcast, we review MLW shows, and I do NXT PLE review shows on Drew Yari show and the Drew Yari Experience. And obviously, I'm an attention whore, and I guess all over the place whenever anybody asks. So, here I am pouring it up again.
All right, thank you, sir. Terrell, DJ Wolfie, take it away.
All right, y'all. That was the Evolve podcast. Shout out to Dose Evil for coming through. Thank you so much. Again, it was pretty dope and fun having everyone on. You can find us, you can find me on Linktree, Linktree/ForRealTerrell. You can find all of my socials there. And you can also find me and CJ's Wolfie's wrestling content channel, For Real Love. And we have a lot of stuff in the works that we have coming. Shout out to Dietrich Davis of NWWO for sharing my recent content under his live earlier this week. That was pretty dope. And we just looking forward to keep growing together. And my lady, take it away.
Oh yeah, and you can find all my social links on Linktree and Linktree/CJWolfie15. You can follow my YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and so much more. And you can give us a follow and check out all our stuff, and hope you will subscribe.
Now, when you look for Real Love, make sure to write down For Real Love space WWE. You will find it a lot more faster. There's 50,000
or for Real Love or For Real Love 15.
For Real Love with the exactly. And shout out to DRWC show. Check them out every Saturday. They talk about Among Us. They did a live. With tennis which I was listening to Jeff talking to. I actually re-listened to it. He sounds like he's 55, but he's actually 26. The guest that they had, it was amazing. It was a good show. Check them out and check us out all the way. Like the hardest working man in the biz. Thank you. And for Jeff, check me out on Alex Coquito, ALEXCOQUITO. I have a YouTube channel called Rican Reactions, RICAN. REAC, just reactions. Basically, I talk about Puerto Rico, the crimes, the news, the crazy stuff that happens here. You have no idea how much crazy stuff happens in Puerto Rico all the damn time.
Oh my god!
The Invisible Woman, Cardi M, Cardala Muhammad. It's crazy stuff they see all the time. She's actually real. She's not invisible, and she's actually a real person. She will be in next week's episode. I will guarantee you that. Shout out to Coach. Shout out to EOD, D-Walk, NXT Time with D-Walk on Wednesdays. Uncensored, unfiltered, uncouth. PWF Wrestling Talk on Saturdays. Coming up soon in 2 weeks after Thanksgiving, Conspiracy Corner AI, where we talk about and we show some AI clips, and maybe for the first time ever, we ask Chat GPT questions that no one else wants to ask. Stay healthy, stay happy. Chewy Martinez, you wore 2 different suits. I saw you. I didn't give you credit for that. Thank you for changing your clothes. But ladies and gentlemen, when you get an intro like this, it's just about a guy. Good night, everybody.
About a guy called Chewy Martinez, who wears the same clothes every 4 episodes, who is a mediocre to okay announcer, but needs to get better.